This was what I was getting ready to kick off shortly. Like, follow, share, and share. Let me go ahead and do that right quick. Bam.
Hey, them Sugar You shirts coming.
Sugar You.
I like that.
Oh, really?
Got the echo going
Yeah,
on.
my echo going.
Sorry, that was me.
Sugar You.
Sugar University shirts coming, baby.
Let's go.
They some
I want a
losers.
sweater.
Huh?
They some
Make sure they got the college letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
I want to be a
There's
letterman.
gonna be college letters too. I'm working on it.
Can I be a professor?
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta market it, dog. If I ain't Sugar You, who is Sugar You?
Yeah, who's Sugar You? That's what I'm gonna say today. If I ain't Sugar You. Who is Sugar You?
I know I won't be going to see the you. I just told Solomon in the car,
Oh,
man.
y'all suck. Monkey balls.
Yeah, y'all know how it is. Y'all was like that for the last 2 or 3 years. You know,
We was. We sure was.
it's our turn.
We done lost a couple.
But this is our first year under our coach. Y'all coach third. Yeah,
No.
third. Yeah.
Is Medium T coming in?
I don't know. I tried to reach out to him. I ain't heard
we
from
gotta
him.
call him medium T now. Can't be low.
Oh, I didn't even post the link. My fault.
I'm doing it.
All right.
I don't know if y'all seen my live, man.
Hey,
There
man, I
it
ain't
go.
seen
There
nothing
it
this
go.
week. It was party planning and childcare meet. Oh, mama.
Well, we appreciate Kirk coming in
That
after
is what-
this.
This week I probably would
Party
call
earlier.
I was up hanging out with Giannis.
somebody.
Man, y'all hate when Solomon go to Milwaukee. I do. That's what he doing
How
the
was
most
it?
when he come back.
Hey, Milwaukee. This trip, I had a ball. I mean, the first trip was just about work.
Good terms.
First
He
trip was
out
about
there
work.
taking
This time
pictures,
I was
acting like
working.
he was
Yeah,
a
like
GQ
he was-
model on
in the
photo
white-
shoots.
In the white,
Yeah.
I started to say something.
Oh, bald
Hey,
ass self.
Hey, you should have had some music behind that thing. I say that boy look like he just signed his new contract, and he's just sitting back celebrating.
You better get us back home.
Hey,
That's
I
what
need
he
that
better be
sweater though,
doing.
man. Where you got that sweater from, man?
Can't let you in on all the secrets, man.
Damn, man. Shit,
My brother,
she
you
had
got to get your own.
She had a wealth, man. You know what I mean?
Well, at least hooking up with Taylor.
I'll find it.
Y'all ready?
Dear Facebook, stop
Oh.
screwing with everything.
Put it on Facebook, man. Put it on Facebook.
No. We're better than that now.
Put it on Facebook.
But we got to get our followers to follow us to Twitch, cause I mean they be missing every time. Hey, where's?
Oh, okay.
I'm trying
That's
to
why you put the
listen.
link.
I did. I be sharing.
But if you go on the Twitch live, there's a share button there. So
No, they got. Oh, Shannon. You know,
What's up?
I already know where you're going today. We gonna go back to this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna touch on it. My boy said he's exhausted.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about his? Kanye is. When I tell you that Solomon boy, yeah, my baby talking about some. Yeah, she like him over Jay-Z.
I ain't influenced or nothing.
She
We
don't
was
know
in the
no
car.
better.
We was
She
riding.
knows no better.
And New York came on.
hey, Ginger's on.
And so I said, "You like
Hey,
Jay-Z?"
Ginger.
She's like, "I don't want to listen to this. I don't like Jay-Z."
No, she didn't say
What
it
she
like
said?
that. She
I said, "You like
"No, I
Jay-Z?"
don't
She said,
really
"No."
listen."
She said,
So we
Jay-Z.
ride. I said, "You like Kanye?" She's like, "Yeah."
Damn, look at that. He got him a soldier with him.
I ain't,
He
I ain't
showed
influenced
you.
him.
all right, all set?
Ready.
Y'all already know what it is. In 3,
You can hear the sound of my voice. You are listening to episode number 54 of His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple holding real-life conversation with real-life friends. I'm your co-host, Solomon Davis, joined by...
Shannon Royal Davis, the culture queen.
Episode 54, the Levante David episode.
What?
Shout out to
Horace Grant,
Horace Grant.
Is that what
Best
you wanna
Orlando
do?
Magic power forward ever.
best Chicago Bull power forward. Well,
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was.
He's alright.
He's all right.
He's alright.
Oh, come on now. Rodman.
But back in the building that Surgeon Alfie built, Flowhio Studios.
Yeah.
Sitting to my right, the commissioner, Mr. Alfie Santana.
Yo, what's going on?
The guest that never left, the Church Sinatra,
If
Big
I
Boy
ain't-
President,
Hey,
the
hey,
Dean of Sugar U.
hey, if I ain't Sugar You, then who is Sugar You? Huh? I got time
is Sugar
today.
You?
But you know what Sugar You it's a college, a higher learning institution for the greatest strippers of all time. We gonna
Unaccredited?
Put out. Well, we working on that.
Yo, so when we gonna get the merchandise, son?
Hey, we got merch coming, y'all. Them Sugar You shirts coming. Hey,
Hey, you know,
We
getting
ready.
cooler outside might want some, hoodies with a
we
college.
We working on
Yeah.
a shirt. You know,
Shirts.
hoodies. They cost a little bit. Our budget is kind of low. At this point.
Yeah.
Just like an enrollment. Okay, so here we go.
Hold on, behind the ones and twos, we got my man, the Surgeon General.
Yo,
What's going on, dog?
chilling.
If Cleveland was a person,
It would be him.
it would be the Surgeon General.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about that.
We got a silent guest in the building. Miss Birthday Girl, 5-year-old, Royal Davis.
Big
Happy birthday!
What's going on?
Real royal.
Oh, girl, come have
Real
a seat.
royal.
She's just hiding in the background. She a little shy, like.
I said the real Roy because
Yeah, that's actually her name. Otherwise,
No, she's
it
on
would be-
camera right now. We can see you, Royal.
They can see you.
We can see you.
she
See
want
on TV.
to hide.
But that's good.
Once
That's
I
good.
had
That's
the
good.
doorway,
So
but like, oh.
let's get this episode kicked off right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Back
the-
in sunny Tampa Bay, leaving 38-degree weather up in Milwaukee.
Windshield.
It was not 38 when you left.
Nah, it was like 55 when I left.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on,
but
let
come
me
on
tell
now,
y'all.
come
Time
on.
out.
Hold on, come
So-
on. I left here Sunday. I left here in 89-degree weather.
Yep.
Right.
I went to bed in 41-degree weather. And she telling me that,
Time
oh, he
out.
want to act like he Milwaukee now. Because I woke
He
up
did.
and I drove to work Monday morning in snow.
Oh,
It was not snowing. It was snow flurries.
No, it was
No.
You have snow flurries if it ain't snowing.
It ain't no you. That's how you time out. That's how y'all know he from the south. Because anybody who knows when it's snow flurries, that's not real snow. It's not just full.
I'm
full
sorry,
out snow.
fake
it's like
snow
the
was.
powder. It's like
just-
the powder.
It's like rain.
What
It's
you
like
say is the powder?
sprinkles. It's the drizzle of the rain
Fake
before.
snow was falling from the
But
sky.
it never stormed.
Hey, but-
Okay.
It
he
is
wasn't a
white
part
and
of
it's
a
falling
storm.
from the sky, so
It
I
was-
would categorize it
He
as
didn't
snow.
time out. He didn't even have like a big heavy coat because it wasn't.
I had a 3/4 length coat on.
I'm hanging. I can't. I'm
yeah,
not
that
gonna-
you don't want to let nobody
I'm not
know where
just
you got
gonna.
it from.
I'm not
though.
gonna argue with him. All I can tell you is, you know how when they say
We know
it's-
what snow is.
You know,
Y'all don't.
who
He
don't?
does
I
know.
lived in Boston, honey. So
Uh-huh.
don't come for me.
Hey,
I lived in Boston. I know
I
what
lived
snow
in Virginia,
is.
so I know what snow is.
I know
was
what
in
snow
Chicago
is.
for a little bit.
Well,
I do know what snow is.
It's like
But Solomon,
So-
I'm talking
well,
about
we
it
crucified this
really.
man because it was a snow flurry.
You know how when they
Snow.
say no, you
Snow is snow is snow. It's white. It falls from the sky.
Exactly.
You know how when they say, "Oh, it's a 30% chance of rain," and one side of the town gets sprinkles of rain. He didn't get an inch of snow. Okay,
A flurry is a sprinkle of
He
got
snow.
dusted.
right.
It
He
didn't
got
stick. Okay,
flurries.
I understand. It
stick.
didn't stick.
Yeah, if it stick, it's real deal. Holy shit.
But listen,
It was
it
cold
was
for
snowing
him.
nonetheless.
It was
If you
cold.
took a picture,
I took a picture.
did you see it?
Yes,
Okay.
it
was like
snowed.
this.
snowing.
It looked like this. I said, "Boy, if you don't
It was
stop,"
like
look
a
like I
misty
was
day?
like, "That's
misty
it."
day?
But when I talked to him
It
later
was
that
like-
day, it
it
was
was
not
like-
snowing.
Sprinkle me, baby.
Yeah, sprinkle me.
Yeah, that's it.
It was salt Bay.
Like
It was
Salt
that- it was
Bay.
that
Yep,
E40
that's what
weather.
it was. It was Salt Bay with
It
the
was
little
Salt
fingers.
Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into it. What's up with the culture this week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off with your. I'll start off with your boy,
Uh-oh.
who continues to make headlines and lose endorsements left and right. out the
Listen,
door
well,
with
if that's where you gonna start-
Balenciaga.
If that's where you're gonna start,
Well, let's go.
I'm a amply say I relieve myself from all Kanye West duties from here on out and let y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Really?
Why?
Because y'all gonna talk about Kanye every week and do what he wants y'all to do.
It's not that. I'm just simply. This is the. Let me tell you, Kanye got on that show, but I was glad that, like you said, he's talking to a certain audience. But I'm trying to figure out what audience that is, because the audience that you think is supposed to be following him really ain't. They're not really out there for him, because he was on what, Piers Morgan show, and he said, "So Kanye, why do you get so defensive when people ask you about your mental health?" He said, He's like, "I don't have mental health. It's called exhaustion. The people around me are exhausting me." So that clearly lets me know he needs to be on his meds.
I kind of know how you feel, yeah.
Really?
How you-
Speak
how
from
you- how you-
experience. Tell us
So
what your
Simon,
experience is.
you exhausted?
Think about it. Why do you take PTO? Because the people at work be mentally stressing you out. You just need a break.
Exhausting me all the
Be
time, man.
exhausted.
Yeah.
It don't mean it's mentally exhausting. It could be
true.
physically exhausting too.
Okay.
But nonetheless, acknowledge that there's something like everybody, like when I tell you I take mental health days, it's because I need to regroup, regather, reset myself in order to be better for the next days or the days to come.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him setting himself to or resetting himself to even, like, he continues to go down that same rabbit hole even further.
Living in the moment.
Okay. So no long
That's how
lasting.
deep that rabbit hole goes.
I don't know.
Is
But
that
I
a man?
died when he called Piers Morgan, boy. He's my bruh. Then he said, "Boy, are you listening?" He was like, "What?" See the white
Piers
man get
Morgan.
offended by the black man calling you a boy.
Yeah.
And that's
Was
not hold on.
hilarious.
And that's not empowering for as many times as the white
It
man
was
has called us
hilarious to
boy.
me. It was
That's
hilarious
not
to me.
empowering?
That is empowering.
It is.
That's
It was.
empowering.
It was funny to me.
Okay.
It
That
was
is
funny.
empowering.
So I guess, it is what it is. He's gonna live out there in that land, and I know that you're saying, "Oh, he's doing this to sell whatever." I don't know what
He
he's
going
trying
to
to sell
No, live in that land.
in
Oh,
that
I'm finna
land
say
by
that
himself.
crazy
He gonna-
ass.
I just think
He gonna
that
run him up out of his
he's
hometown.
gonna go to a place where it's gonna be hard to bounce back this time around.
He's gonna go so far deep in the
anyway.
rabbit hole, he's gonna end up in another dimension.
Yeah, yeah, he gonna be. What y'all have the things going on with with Marvel? What they have?
Alternate universes?
Yeah, he going to.
Multiverse.
He going to a multiverse. So, what were your thoughts? What were you gonna say?
I watched the Drink Champs
Mm-hmm.
interviews fully. Before you sent me something, then
That was the
I like,
first time. I mean, you talking about like a couple of months back?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Nah, that was just a
Cause
week.
I thought he did it
Last
one
week.
time before.
Last week.
Well, he was talking about the George Floyd
Okay,
situation.
Yeah,
and he, yeah.
So at that juncture, I felt like with him, I'm done with
Okay.
Kanye West.
What do you mean
So
done
far,
Exactly.
that's
as a
it.
Explain
music
done.
artist
Define.
or as a
Define
person?
done.
Done with him as a person. Like music, I
I still
separate.
can't.
I
You separate the man from the music.
the man from music
Yeah.
because I still listen to brother R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So y'all
Brother R. Kelly.
yeah.
You got
I
poison.
separate
The Pied
the art
Piper of
from-
R&B,
You know what I'm saying? So who Kanye is as a person, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
You must be magical to be able to separate them like that.
You have
in
to
that way.
sometimes.
Because think about it. If you still watch Cosby?
I watch shows
watch a
that he
couple
have. Like I have
episodes?
I probably watch a Different World more than anything.
Okay.
probably.
Okay,
But yeah, I
spin
get
off.
you.
you still watch Cosby. So you can't
You can't separate
can't
what Bill
separate
did.
Bill, because Bill gave us the stuff
Okay,
that
What
so-
fatherhood was
So
supposed to be made of.
let me get the
Right.
difference between Bill now. Okay, so since we're gonna talk about Bill,
Yeah, please.
the women that he was supposedly giving these quaaludes to,
Mm-hmm.
were they not using him for references for jobs?
Right.
Were they not using him
Right.
for other opportunities and saying they know him? So that's different because
So
that
pause,
was not. Wait,
pause, because I want to make sure
go ahead.
that we don't cross lines here.
Go ahead.
So
Cross
it's
lines? What do you mean?
It's okay for me to drug you if I give you a reference.
If that's what you
Drug
know,
you unwillingly.
Hey, Jeffrey
Time out,
Dahmer
if
drugged
that's
a lot
what
of
you knew
people.
you was
though.
going into, because I know that it wasn't just a rumor out there like, hey, You heard Bill be getting people. Now you think if Ross say, Shannon, man, Bill be popping them ladies some Quaaludes. Don't go take no nighttime meetings with him.
But he's giving me a reference. He's
I don't
giving me work.
But see, that goes to your moral values and where does it stand?
I'm just flipping the script on what you
It's
said.
not flipping because I'm agreeing. What I'm
Spin the
simply
block
saying,
now.
I'm not spinning the block. All I'm simply saying is that if you willingly go somewhere and you know that this person is a known person, do you think people who knew Jeffrey Dahmer was killing people would just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on over to Jeffrey
Hey,
house.
man,
It ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
happen
need you
to
to chill
me.
on Milwaukee.
It ain't gonna happen to
You
me.
should chill on Milwaukee.
Chill on-
Milwaukee a cool city.
He becoming
Okay,
a
Giannis
Milwaukee.
All I'm-
Milwaukee.
Let's put another perspective.
But I'm just saying, if you know that someone has a bad reputation out there, and it's been said, why am I gonna gamble and say, okay, it ain't not gonna be me? Because what made me so special that he ain't gonna do it to me?
Because you pretty.
It doesn't matter.
I'll be like, she pretty, or like, I like her.
All I'm simply saying is that sometimes you put yourself in certain situations. These weren't children that he molested and went into. These were grown women. Grown women. And I'm not talking about they was like 21.
No, man.
These women were older.
Yeah.
Right.
So they had
And they
gotta
made a decision to
right.
go over there and have that drink.
Yep.
And you heard that he was doing it too?
Yeah, you know he was.
Come
doing
on. He's slipping Mickeys and everything. Man, come
That's like
on.
going to the Playboy Mansion. You know what's going on in the Playboy Mansion, but you're still
Right.
going to go anyway.
So to me, I think that
Yeah,
those
come on.
women were different. They were those
Plus,
were
that was a
choices
different
now.
time back
and
then. They
It
probably
was.
was.
And think about this perspective. If we had social media back when Cosby Bona, that would have been out so
Way
much quicker.
out. He would have
So much quicker.
Way faster. The same difference I say about anything. A lot of the
No,
stuff.
even
because
back
we
then,
had
if they had
social
social media and they were like, "Oh, Bill's giving everybody Quaaludes," a lot of girls been like, "Okay, where he at?" Because back then it was acceptable. Now we're like 30, 40, 50 years later, and they're like, "Oh, how dare they?"
Blasphemous.
But
And
they
I
was
think
cool
that's
with
the
it back
part that got me because and a lot of those women that were a part of that whole court hearing stuff were women who got money, who got
Yeah.
paid.
And then they went back.
And then you
and the
went
well-
back.
the
They went
well
back
went-
after.
Like, come on.
They went
I
back, yeah.
can't.
You knew
I
what
can't.
was going on, and that's why I say I could separate it. When it comes to Kanye, I can separate it. I've always loved his music, you know, but when it comes to the shit that he,
She listen. Her dad
The
lets her
stuff-
listen to rap music. That
Okay.
curse words. So.
The-
My baby keep it real.
okay, the baby keeps it
She
real.
knows better.
I'm gonna keep my stuff down. The shit that he does, the stuff that he does, all the shenanigans, this George Floyd thing,
Anti-Floyd,
I think that was
politics.
a bit much.
Well,
That's where he messed up.
That's where I draw the line.
Because he was making a lot of sense with everything else, and then he goes and
else
starts doing
dude
that.
said, I can agree, but that right there, bro. If I was Nori, I don't care if it's 8 in the
I
morning.
would've
you drinking.
stopped him.
Okay,
I
so
probably would
pause
have
right
punched
there.
your ass
Pause.
in the face.
yeah, I would have had to
Pause.
stop that.
Put the comment that I posted back to you in our chat group.
Okay.
When I said read this,
Yeah.
and then explain to you what he was doing. Think about what I responded to you with,
Yeah.
and apply that to what you just said.
I know what he. I know exactly
So
what he said.
he's gonna say, no, it wasn't the police who caused George Floyd. Now, let me say this before I get into this. I don't agree with what Kanye said.
Thank you.
Not
I'm
at
just
all.
breaking it down and
Yeah.
explaining it.
I
I
don't
don't agree at all. I totally disagree with it. But he's saying that the police didn't cause George Floyd's death.
Right.
That the fentanyl in his system did. So what does that do? That remove in his mind that removes the police from responsibility. People that are talking about why do we talk about defunding the police and what have you? Now those supporters are like, oh, Kanye's a voice for us.
Right.
Let's throw some money towards him.
Yeah. And
Well, they're gonna need to throw a
and-
lot because
and-
he's losing a lot of checks as he with all this radical like nonsense and stuff that he's going so far to the left with. He's losing a lot of his big bags.
You notice,
Big
that Hattie
mainstream,
had
like
him.
consistent income, not the income that when I jump on here, hey, I'm gonna get paid for this.
Yeah.
No, because they were paying for your intellectual, your intelligence,
The
or as
IP.
far as your art. And now you're losing a lot of that, and it's hard to open those doors once you get kicked out in that way.
But Adidas, as you were getting ready to reference Balenciaga, these are all people, as you stated, he paid for his art. Right now, he's in a space where he's like, I don't
can
want
do-
them to have
yeah, I
control
can
of
do
my
whatever.
art.
I can
I
do
want my
whatever.
own. And he's trying to garner the support
gotta
of those that will fund him in creating his own.
But the thing about it is that while
But he
you're going to
alienating
create your
his
own,
people.
you're
He alienating
yep.
the people that will buy, but just think about it like this. And I had to break this down to her. For me, rappers that I listen to that, I follow all the time, the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, and what have you. stateside, they're huge.
Over there.
You go international, they're not as big as we think they are.
Right.
50 Cent helped me realize that when he's like, yeah, y'all think Jay, he killing me over here in the States, but go over to Europe and see who's bigger, me or Jay-Z.
Him.
But
He just sold out.
my thing
Kanye
is-
is thinking more of a
just
global
sold out
rather
O2.
than
So I'm
stateside.
not thinking even with the stateside majority of them reside outside the United States?
Who is that?
Like 50. He lives over there.
No.
So I don't really care about what's going over there. That really doesn't.
But he does.
It doesn't matter what's going on
Right.
over there.
Ultimately, that's what it is for me.
He does. Like I said, that's where his main money stream is coming from.
Hey, I get that, but I have to draw the line with that comment. And if I was Nori, I think Nori was doing a lot of troubleshooting.
Attempting to.
Yeah, because he actually shot himself even more doing the troubleshooting that he was doing. Like, yeah, we were, I was drunk and this, that, and the other. And then even when he did check him and putting the post out, it still didn't look
But
good.
see, Nori hasn't learned his lesson because it was the last Drink Champs that Kanye was on when
Right.
he made the whole Big Sean thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And he
Nori knows what he's doing as well. He's like, I get Kanye on, I'm gonna get
I'm gonna
viewers.
get views. And this particular episode got taken down. I feel like it'd go back up.
You know why it got taken down.
I know why. Because he don't. Puff. Y'all call it what you want. But that call was made.
Oh yeah.
Not because what
That
he
call
said
got
about,
made. That call
not
got made
because
to
of
Puff,
what
and
he
Puff was
said.
like, "No, okay."
Not because of what he said about Puff, because Puff could take that.
Nah.
Puff don't. Yeah.
Puff
I
don't
think
want
Puff-
his network
Puff said
supporting.
he don't want his name in that because if I'm suing,
It's a lawsuit.
I'm
Yeah.
suing the company that put you out. I'm suing you, and I'm suing everybody. Puff's like, oh hell no. Hey,
That ain't what we doing.
we
And
finna take this down.
Because Puff does cut the checks
Yeah.
for Nori.
that's
so.
the check, bro. So,
Yeah, so you have to care at some point.
But then
won't
they would
say-
lose the check. They would lose the distribution. They
Right.
would lose the YouTube channel.
Somebody called Puff and said, "Hey, Mr. Puffy P Diddy, how you doing, buddy?
Yep.
You need to talk to Nori." Hey,
It's crazy, right? All the stuff that has been said on that show.
yeah.
That's the one that gets
That's
taken
the
down.
one that gets pulled, and that's just proving his point. It's
No,
proving everything
it
that he's
does
saying.
prove his point.
And that's what it messed up
But
is like.
there is a line that you just don't need to cross.
Yeah, but he's a habitual line crosser.
Yeah, habitual.
I think it's
You know what?
proven that over the years he's been a habitual line crosser.
I see
He
your
crosses.
point.
He
I
crosses.
guarantee you,
I see your
If-
point, counselor.
he didn't say anything about who's controlling the media or the entertainment industry, and just said the George Floyd stuff. That
They would've
episode would
left
still
it.
be up.
They'd have left it.
It'd
So-
still be up.
But again,
So you don't think it was the George Floyd comment?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
It's-
not.
Once again, it's the
I don't know,
target.
you
It's
might
the,
have a point, but
it's the target of
I
who he's
wouldn't
going
do that.
after. I mean, I said on the way home,
Yeah.
and this is, this is a reach if you look at it from what I'm about to say, but I sat next to a dude on the plane coming home,
It's a reach already.
and he picked up. I was watching him pick up his iPad,
Yeah.
and he went directly to Fox News.
Mm.
And just
That
out of
let you know
nowhere,
right there.
just out of nowhere, I said, "By chance, do you ever go to MSNBC or CNN?"
No.
He's like, "Why? This is the only company that tells the truth."
So you don't even
You
talk.
already know.
We don't
Exactly.
need to talk no more.
No more conversation.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk no more.
But those
If
are
they
the
saying
people.
that-
Those are the people who Ye is targeting right now.
Right, right. He targeted them.
But my thing is, you sell your whole soul at some point, right?
What does
And
it
that's
profit
how
a man
right.
to gain the world and lose his soul?
Because that's
That's
absolutely
really
all
what I
it
think
is.
about Kanye.
That's all it is at the end of the day.
The deacon.
No, for real. Looking at that, would his mom approve of this shit?
No.
Excuse
Absolutely
me
not.
again. You know what?
No,
y'all,
his mom
do we got a
wouldn't- I
cussing
wouldn't
jar?
Please.
Are we gonna get
today-
rich to you? For you
Yeah,
today?
y'all gonna get rich off of me.
Oh, sugar, you finna be broke.
Roy gonna be rich. That's too much.
Oh, sugar, you finna be broke.
She probably would. She
That's
wouldn't.
too
Have,
loud.
she wouldn't have been down with the George Floyd thing.
No.
Everything else she would have been cool with.
You think she's
I,
been cool?
I
with
don't.
it?
I don't think that she would have been cool.
Because
with
he's
a
attacking.
lot
He's
of
attacking the
decisions.
system.
I don't think that if she was alive right now,
He wouldn't even be
this,
acting like
this version of Kanye wouldn't
We wouldn't
exist.
get exactly.
I mean, I think she's the one that held him accountable. I wouldn't even say held him accountable, but
I do
kept him in
because
check.
and I
you know?
say held him accountable. I will say that held him accountable because he would tell you before his mom passed away, like certain stuff she just wouldn't be like, nah, Kanye, don't do that. I don't care. Like she don't care what it's gonna cost. If you got to get it from the mud yourself, Like, look at the deacon counting his money over here, getting his swell jaw
Get
together.
at the Royal. That's what my cuss words.
Look, what's this shit? Look, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Royal.
Happy birthday. But I just think
Can't
that.
give too much.
That's so fun to
Look, let me see. I don't know. Them some ones. He had sugar. You, I don't know.
Hey, be careful where you put that money in. I don't know what
Yeah.
No, we didn't stop by the shit.
Hey, hey, the church's money stay on the floor, so.
He's so stupid. I got a question for y'all because I was looking when I was doing my social media grabs and stuff for the culture. There was a post that said, African American moms, black women who are searching to go to fertility banks are having to utilize other sperm because it's the numbers are low for African American
Brothers.
sperm donors. So, have y'all ever donated to any of those before? Like, keep it a buck.
Nope.
Can we get paid doing that?
Yeah.
They pay
Oh
for
shit,
that.
I might have to.
I'm gonna be. I hope.
So how would you feel? Like, I mean, like,
You got little surgeons running around the
little
room?
surgeons.
They
Like,
pay-
oh Lord,
they pay good money.
yo,
I mean, if it's good money. If it's
it is.
pay-
It's
they
good
pay
money.
good
So they
money,
want
bro.
to, but they test you and do all kind. Like, want to make sure stuff
pay-
like your health. Want to know your family history, that kind of stuff.
So now that you asked, Rob, yes or no, have you donated sperm?
Yeah, I have.
I'm to an actual clinic, not to no lady now. Like,
I done donated a lot, but not to an actual clinic back in the days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alfred? No, I haven't. Serge said no. He
Nah.
just found out that they paid.
It was money. There was some money involved. Good money.
okay.
So I'm gonna ask you from a woman's perspective. If you weren't married and you were looking to have another child,
If I wasn't married, I wasn't trying to have no children.
Okay.
I just be a baby mama. I told you one
Hypothetically.
time.
hypothetically,
I can't hyper nothing on that.
would you be inseminated from a fertility bank?
After seeing that man with them on,
What on the Netflix joint?
on Netflix,
That's what I'm trying to say.
no, partner.
So I'm trying to see
and
what
I
role the
and so let
fertility
me
banks
explain.
play
So let me
because-
explain to you.
Oh, the
and-
doctor
and-
that had all the kids? in
Yeah.
the neighborhood? Oh,
But let me
that's hell.
So let me explain to
Yeah.
y'all. So for me, and if I was looking, and I'm just gonna say, and I'll play with your hypothetical. As I've gotten older, I've moved away from male doctors. So I want to eliminate that place because when I was younger, I had male doctors, and I was like, oh, okay, they know what they're talking about. But for me, as I got older, it became more important to me to have a female doctor because she understands the transition of my body better than a man would because she's going through that same thing,
matter
or
of
it's going to be a matter of perspective. It is, and it truly is. Not that I think that they're smarter, but she can tell me, Shannon, no, this really gonna hurt because I know, like, she a woman. You can't tell me how a baby feel. You ain't had no baby. You can say, oh, from my
It looks
experience,
painful, though.
it does. It is.
Yeah.
So. You can tell me everything you want from your perspective as a man and what you've experienced with other patients, but it's different when it's coming from a woman who's ran up that same path. Like, I understand the way women, when they get preeclampsia, the feelings that they develop. I understand that because I've experienced it myself. There are different things. Like, I was just one of those girls who was gonna have large babies. So for my doctor to say, like, oh yeah, you have these some big old babies and you small. He didn't even know how to have the conversation with me to say, hey, you ever consider, having a C-section? Did you have a C-section? Your history, whatever. It was when I went to in the facility or the group that I went to, they make you see every doctor, and it was the woman who was like, Shannon, this baby is already 7 pounds, and you still got 4 more weeks. I know that you said when your daughter, when you had your first kid, she was 8 pounds, and you were younger then. Like, have you considered?
There he is.
How are you doing?
Medium T in the
Have you
building.
considered, wanting to go ahead and schedule a C-section? And that was, for me, the conversation I needed because she understood where I was coming from. It didn't happen with the guys, and whether they wanted to have a conversation or not, it was just that woman was more forthcoming.
All right, pause. Low T,
Yeah, we're going to ask you.
have you ever donated sperm to a sperm bank?
Yeah, her name.
His eyes is, see, look. See, not to a sperm bank, not to one of your broads.
Yeah.
Like, we asking?
No, I've been running around. I was on the way here, forgot my wallet at the movie theater, had to drive back out to AMC Regency.
Run that back
God.
one more time. What happened?
I was on the way here.
Right.
I got home to change clothes real quick,
Right.
and wallet's gone. Had to go back to AMC Regency. And I
Was your wallet still there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because nobody don't have to go to the movies no more, but okay.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
Okay.
How was it?
Yeah, I liked it.
No spoilers.
very
No
comic
spoilers.
booky.
No spoilers.
But well, you see the Incredibles thing already. So,
I mean,
what about sperm banks?
Have you ever donated to a sperm bank?
No.
Right now, the count is low for African American sperm, and so black moms who are going in there. Did you see my eyes? Did you see my eyes light up? Right now, it's low right now.
See, look.
And the mothers, you know, and moms who are looking to be, you know, to utilize a
you paying for
fertility bank and stuff like that, they pay.
That's my cousin.
Why would I pay for yours?
Oh, no, I'm just.
I ain't even trying to like $5. It worked. You see this 5-year-old over here? It works. This works. But no, I should say it working. No, it shouldn't be working. We gonna have that conversation off air.
Hey, listen, I got that nuclear stuff.
Whatever.
It hit hard.
Sir, we ain't even gonna go there.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not gonna go there. I'm gonna let you have
Say
that.
on the first try.
Hey, listen.
It was, man, tell him better stop acting like that.
Oh.
Don't act like that. He
Don't
better
act
act like
like first
that.
try.
It wasn't. It
We
was
talking-
God's
hey,
time,
Rob,
okay?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know how
You in
God
there,
be
yeah,
sending people
Rob.
on a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
You think you're gonna do it?
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. You been in the Navy.
Yeah.
Hiroshima.
Okay. Okay.
I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
I'm not even gonna go there with
He dropped his
Solomon.
bomb, the 500
Look, if
pound
that was the
bomb
case, why did he wait till I was 39 to drop a bomb? We have been together
Yeah, I
several
been together
years.
a long
I'm just
time.
need.
I had to make sure you was ready to take it all.
Oh, so you were holding up?
Boom.
Tomahawk.
I can't.
So
I can't. I'm not even gonna go there. All I'm simply saying is
long
that
coats
you
on.
all. I'm gonna encourage you guys to get out there and donate.
I ain't donating.
Because
Well, I can donate now.
there are women who really
That shit don't work.
it don't work. So how you gonna get it? to them?
Hey, listen. They need placebos.
Yeah. That's what they need.
Ain't nobody wasting money for placebos. Do y'all know how much these fertility treatments cost? Like cycles of it.
Listen.
A lot of money. Like,
So like cycles
10,
for like
15,000.
in vitro and stuff is like $20,000 a cycle. Like they get these doctors get paid. They make sure your insurance is.
I would say I would not be an advocate of any female getting inseminated from a sperm bank because if you don't know who it's coming from, where the DNA is, what this child gonna turn out as,
Right.
nah.
That's like a doctor now.
That's true, like adoption.
You
but
don't
I mean,
know what the
It's
background
almost
is?
like I would almost go for a surrogate where I can see the person.
The people don't want nothing to do with that surrogate.
Why they don't?
They don't want this. Not the surrogate for the man, like a woman. Why would she want a surrogate?
She's looking for nothing but sperm.
Why would she want him to? Because like this is the thing. This is what people have gotten into legal.
What?
She's looking for nothing but sperm.
But this is not the case. My thing is she's looking for sperm, but she doesn't want all the baggage. And so let's say this man get the feeling saying, well, I want to see my kid. You know, I want to. What? You were just donating, buddy, and it's been legal
Hey,
cases
listen.
where people have done that.
Listen, lines need to be drawn, boundaries need to
There
be
need to be
drawn.
some court papers.
Yeah, but you want that situation where your boy like on Netflix,
Who's that?
the one that was
The doctor.
inseminating everybody.
Oh, the doctor we saw.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the same thing for females though. That are female surrogates. Don't they have the same right?
Well, the female surrogate it's different documentation, and if it's hers, then those belong to her. But if it's your husband's
you
sperm
put
and
it-
your egg
yeah.
and going
And
just
they go to
it's
her,
just the
yeah,
oven,
it belong to you.
it's your alone in the oven. That's your baby. It's not like if you have to do both. Gotta step
And
away.
then what happens if the surrogate loses the baby?
So if the surrogate loses the baby, and so those surrogates, a lot of stuff with that being in contracts is that they can't have sex with nobody else. Like they have to be celibate while they have your baby. I gotta step away.
But so we can move on real quick. What's the next topic, and then you can jump back in.
No, you ain't gonna be able to. Oh, about they say it's easier for a man to find a good woman than for a woman to find a good man. Do y'all agree or disagree? And I'll talk.
It's easier for a man to find a good woman.
Or for a woman to
Find
find
a
a
good man.
I
Nah,
believe that's bull.
it's bull.
Can we
If you
define
want to
good?
find a good man,
Yeah.
go look in your inbox.
Yeah.
They're there.
It's a whole bunch of them in your inbox.
They all say good morning.
Yeah. Hey,
Good morning, beautiful.
And guess what? Good morning, beautiful. And the thing
Nah,
is,
it's switch. It's queen now.
yeah, good morning, Queen.
Gotta stay woke.
That's another one too.
It's beautiful and queen.
It's Queen.
Queen.
Another
The Grand Rising, all that bullshit.
Grand Rising.
Yeah.
The Grand Rising.
Grand Rising Queen. Man, listen, I said it, I got in trouble for this post. Cause I was like, a lot of people getting these kings and queen titles that don't deserve them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people peasants. and frogs and shit. I can cuss now. Hey, without paying a dollar. Hey. but man, I think it's more for women. They choose to ignore good people that's probably gonna treat them better than what the other people who look good out on paper or look good to them aesthetically to their eyes. You know what I mean? And then when it comes to someone who's got substance and someone who's got some something about them, they don't want to deal with that. They want the hard candy. You know what I mean by that, right?
I completely agree with him in that sense.
I mean,
like us, vice versa. We as fellas, we looking for that, Halle Berry, the Gabrielle Union, real fine looking.
Right.
But we don't see the substance. We only see
the picture. Yeah.
Picture. We're gonna go too deep into it.
So you're saying that it's easier for us to find a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you lower your standards in that mentality, that sense.
Hold on, lower your standards.
That, like.
So physical
you're
appearance.
like thinking Halle Berry, you're thinking pretty and fine and shit, but you're not really kind of like the middle and low end of it, like the.
I always said, remember when we were talking before, and I was like, you gotta love the person.
Hi.
Hey, I'm back.
You gotta go with the person that likes you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not you just going after people that you like, right? So sometimes if you find somebody that like you and you like them a little, and then y'all get into that and you find more that, damn, I really do like this person. And
See, the only reason I'm going to disagree with the statement is because you never know where chemistry's going to mix.
True.
So, you're talking about my comment, the comment that I found.
Is it easier for a woman to find a good man?
A man to find a good woman than a woman to find a good man.
It's easier for a woman.
You think it's easier for a woman?
Yeah.
Are y'all serious?
All she got to do is check her inbox.
Yeah, check
That
your
doesn't
inbox.
mean that they're good
It's a whole bunch
dudes.
of-
That's a thirst trap.
No,
You're just
you look
trying to
for the
get some
same
good
Look for
cootie
that
That's
dude
what
that
it
hits you
is.
with good morning, beautiful text every single day.
Go to pop.
Nah, that's
the dude.
No, that's not, because the dude
That's
that's
the
saying
dude.
good morning.
Good morning, Queen.
He's
Grand
sending that to
Rising.
several women.
Yeah.
So what's so good about him?
It's a spiel.
You don't know that.
9 out of 10, he's sending it to several women.
Hey, listen.
He is. He's sending it to several women.
He got it set up.
And I'm gonna need
early
you to
in the
do a
morning.
better. I don't want to be your good morning queen. Give me something special.
Good.
Grand Rising.
Yeah.
Give me something
Grand
special.
Grand Rising.
Like
That's
I'm a
for
fuck-
everybody.
Like I'm a damn biscuit or something.
I do
ain't
think
it?
it's harder for women to find
What up,
good
nigga?
men.
What
I think
what
men
up,
find
yo?
a good woman very easy.
How?
Cause y'all already know. See, this is the thing. We're trying to figure you out. Like Solomon, I had to agree with him when he said women are oftentimes trying to fix something.
Yeah,
When
that's
y'all
true.
get us, y'all take us
That's
at
true.
face value, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, she's a good girl. She
Yeah.
gets this, boom, 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 and it's not like you're trying to fix her.
No.
Women, we
We
trying
gonna
to
work with
fix
what
you
we
into
got.
what we're trying to get you to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's why sometimes I think when we say we're looking for a good man, it depends
Y'all
on
looking
what
for
are
a
you
good
looking for
project.
exactly. Like I think not necessarily we go in looking for a good project, but you want him to have his stuff together, and more.
That's that one. Yeah.
What?
No, Alfie was just showing me the hotel.
The
Oh,
hotel that we saw.
More,
the 5
more
star.
often.
Okay. More often, you run into women who have they have the checklist on paper.
Right.
And they're able, you're just a plug and play. Like, okay, come on, you fit right into this space. Here we go. Well, women, we're trying to work through whatever baggage that somebody else did to y'all too. In that way.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna ask you this: do you find that when men and women get into situations, it's been more easier for you when you stumbled upon something than when you went looking for something?
I can, when I stumble upon it, I'll say.
And what I mean by stumble, I mean you didn't expect for this to
Yeah,
happen.
I didn't expect me and Solomon.
Okay, good.
I didn't.
That's and look where y'all at.
Yeah.
How many years later?
I wasn't expecting him. I didn't.
You know,
Look,
I
who was
had
expecting you?
friends
Hey,
on
look,
him
she
so
wasn't expecting,
hard.
but,
I
hey,
friends on him so hard.
she-
He was
hey,
coming out of a marriage.
She don't know who I roll with, dog.
Yeah.
You better be talking about Jesus.
Who you roll with?
That's who you roll
Tell her
with.
who you roll
Hey,
with.
Thanos
Yeah.
sent me them Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
All I had to do was close my fist.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was a wrap.
No, it wasn't. It was not.
Hey,
He was. And look,
I remember.
I'll use a perfect example. I was single he was coming out of a marriage. Like, he was still in the marriage. They weren't divorced. They were still married on paper. So if somebody be like, oh, that's so-and-so husband, I couldn't argue and say, no, it's not.
Right.
Because, yes, he was her husband.
Yeah.
It was whatever situation he was coming out. I already had my kid. I had a kid. I had my own way of doing things, and I'm okay. So I didn't come with, I'm looking for you to do any of these things for me, because when you met me, I was traveling. I could do that stuff for myself. I was buying my own stuff, so I don't really need you to buy me nothing. And it was kind of those kind of things. But
What I do need you for.
no, but he picked up in the areas where stop.
I was just trying to set that up. I done laid it up on the back.
Kyrie and KD.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, we'll touch on that.
But what he did come in. He was a gentleman all the time. Very respectful, kind of.
What I found
He's
that
smart.
it's a lot of ladies that don't.
I don't know about a scholar. He was just working. He ain't no
That's-
scholar. He's smart though. He's smart. He been smart since he was a little boy.
Yeah, he was smart.
His grandma said he was smart when he was a little boy. I don't know about adult, but as a little boy, he was smart.
Being a gentleman, I found this out here recently. Being a gentleman is like a lost art on a
It
lot
is.
of women.
It is.
Like I
And they
be,
don't expect it.
I'm
At
yeah.
this stage, they don't.
Because we're so
they
used to
forgot what
doing
it's
it.
about.
Yeah.
I'm like I open the
When I
door,
tried
I get
doing
the door for the
shop.
car,
Like, what
and
you
she
doing?
looking like
I'm opening the door for you.
What kind of
Like,
women
what are
you
you
running with?
doing?
They harsh. They done
What?
had some tough lives.
going in front of me. Hey yo, don't touch that though. You know what I mean?
So,
and she look at
let
me
me tell
crazy
you.
like,
Yeah.
It's so funny
you
because
ain't
when
used to
Solomon
that.
and I go places, like I don't like he at first he used to open the door for me all the time.
Oh.
And I used to be like, please, just go get in the side of the car. Because my mind is like, safety reasons. You can't see somebody running up on you. I'm going to have to try, like. And I was like, oh, my gosh, just get in the car. Because it took a lot to come and open my door and walk around and open his own. And he still does that when we're.
She didn't appreciate back in the day.
I appreciated that. And I had to tell him, I was like, babe, you don't have to do that. When we're out in front of other people, then I get it. Okay, cool. But when it's just the two of us, I don't require that of you. It's cool. I'll open my own door. I'm open the door. And he still does it, and it's fine. And it's nothing messed up about it. I love it. But the other day, we went to pick up something for my daughter when we came from the airport. She had told him she wanted a dress when he came back. He always brings her something back from his trips. So we're going through Nordstrom's, and he opens the door for me, and it was two other women behind me, and he held the door open for them.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I go in the door and I wait, because that's our norm. I'm waiting for him to open the next door. They immediately go open to we'll hold the door for you too. I said, I let him hold that door for me, because that's what he does. She's mine. Don't let him hold it too long, because then it'll turn into something else. I said, no, it's not. And these were two other women, and I say other, they weren't women of color. My husband and I good. He knows when he opened that door for me, I
You know,
step
old
back
white
and
women
do
was
that.
peeping me.
yeah.
Because he was looking like a butler.
Hey, listen.
He was looking like a butler. Opening the door.
Boy, that boy sure look like he can open some doors now.
He looked like the
Jeffrey
butler.
opened the doors
Jeffrey
other
opened
places,
doors too. Yeah, open the
Yeah, he do
open
like them old,
doors.
but these was grandmas,
Okay.
great grandmas. But anyway, I still think that women love chivalry, and I think that is, like you said, a
But it's a
art.
lost art.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
So let's go from another perspective of the lost art.
Yeah.
When you guys go out to a restaurant, does he order for you, or do you order yourself?
It depends.
So let me hit you up on that. What I do is, I'll remember like drinks that she ordered,
Okay.
like she's had in the past that she enjoys, and I might say, "Oh my man, let me get her one of them." Before she gets there or while she goes to the restroom or something,
Yeah.
and I order the drink, but I'll never order her meal for her because I don't know what her taste is like that night.
Right.
Right, and for me, he knows that I'm like it's.
You order meals?
Say for example, if he goes.
Oh no! See, the way I handle it when I'm out dating, I usually let the woman order first.
That's what I
That's-
do.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to do. You're supposed to let them
Hey,
order
you
first.
hit what you
Yeah.
Go ahead, get what you want, and then I order what I want. And that's
Sometimes I'm indecisive and I want to see what he's gonna order so that we don't order the same thing.
Yeah,
So she
Because
can eat off
sometimes I
exactly
yeah.
facts.
I don't eat off his plate like that. I'll be like, can I have a taste? I'm not like, you see someone be like this, ooh, baby, that's real good, honey. Go. No,
Well, you should have ordered you some.
it's a taste.
Exactly. Thank
after,
you.
After about 5 years,
No.
you're like,
Right.
Why you drinking?
Stop
my
eating my
juice?"
fries, yo.
No, it's more of I want to make sure we don't get the same order,
Right.
and so that way, if he does get something that's different and I get something different, we can try each other's. Like,
Right.
say, babe, you need to try this or whatever. And sometimes he'll get something. I'll be like, he's like, you should just try this. I'll be like, nah, that's all right, babe. You should try it. Like now he force feed me. Okay,
And a
baby.
mate.
Yeah, it tastes good, honey. But I really
Cake
do
and a
think
bake.
that was one of the things that he brought to the table that other guys weren't. Not that they weren't gentlemen or whatever, but it
Old school way
wasn't done
of
the
doing
same
things.
way he was
Right.
doing it. It
See,
was
that's what, like,
different.
I think a lot of us in the I say older
Dating world,
age,
single-
we were kind of instilled with, especially if you had like your father was really like into that, then they instilled it in you, and then you're like, that's how
Solomon,
you
his
figure
daddy, I
things
swear
are.
they used to jump out that car. Smooth operator.
Your dad.
Yeah, that's why Solomon was a
Mine
little
too.
kid with a
So that's
suit
how
on.
they
That's
playing
how
his
I
head,
swear.
like-
Yeah, I swear that's them.
But I
You
mean,
know
like,
what? He wasn't the only one who wore a suit in high school.
Really?
It was
You
me.
was into, oh, okay.
So
So y'all was
Reggie, you wear a
smooth
shoe in school?
operator.
So a lot of people
Reggie
didn't
had a Jerry
understand that.
curl.
Like, why you show up
He
like
was
that?
already thinking he was the
But
ish.
that came from my dad too.
But I think that's why I
it's
said
a
I
lost
think
art.
it is a lost art, and I guess that's why women say it's hard to find a good man. And I think that some women don't know what a good man look like because of
Me?
like I tell people about relationship wise, you don't know what that relationship structure was at home. I had a balance of a mom and a dad. So my perspective is a little distorted from some people because of the
Right.
simple fact that I did have that man in my home.
Right.
And I did see what it looked like to have a working family and how to have daddy-daughter time and how to sit down and have conversations and we talked. So it was always fine for us. She said,
Okay.
Yeah,
but where you run into women who have a mom who just they grew up single moms and you never saw your dad, their idea and perspectives are so different.
Way different.
So that's why I think
Especially if there
sometimes
was a lot
it
of
is.
guys coming in and out of the relationship with
Right.
the mother.
And you may have
There's
daddy
no
issues.
establishment.
There, you may some of them may have daddy issues. Like I think, I swear to you, I think Usher has mommy issues. That's why all his women are
Way
close to
older.
his mama age.
Yeah.
I really think there's mama issues. There's something that was missing.
Or like Nick Cannon having the 12,000 baby mamas.
I don't know what he
I
just
don't know
want to make
what's
sure
going
that
on,
thing work.
Yeah, Nick, it worked.
You do. We
worked.
see it. We
Yeah,
see
it
it's
worked.
proof.
Yeah.
But I just think
I
from
think it's underappreciated because a lot of the modern age women, they're more independent. They really don't see when they do
But I
get that,
think
they're
they've
shocked.
had to be that way. It's
Yeah.
different. I'm gonna be honest. It's different when I'm on jobs and stuff like that. If I tell my manager, "Oh, I'm just so stressed out," the responses are different when black women cry and say that stuff hurts or it bothers them. You have to see us totally broken before they believe that we're hurt. But a white woman can say, "Oh my God, oh." And it's everybody
Someone
like,
get
okay,
Meredith.
calm down. Yeah, it's
Someone
all
get
hands on
Meredith.
deck. It's all hands on deck. So I think that for women of color, they
Meredith
oftentimes
is
are
really
trying to
going through
fight
it.
through. You have to see different stages of us. So like I've been in meetings where a chick at my job at the time, she was just taking advantage of the system. We don't.
When you say take advantage of the system,
my company doesn't require us to punch in and do like time cards. You kind of like it's an honor system.
You gotta be honest.
is it,
You gotta be
so
honest
is
with
it
them.
it's like
Show your ass up to work.
Yeah, we're salaried.
Okay, so that makes sense.
But we're very much still, even with being salaried, you are responsible to do this as long as you're doing your work. They really don't bother you, and it's really an honor system in the sense of making sure that you do your stuff. And so this lady was
Is it
used to come in to
production-based?
work. Not really, because my volume. It can't be productive based if I have 120 groups and Reggie got 60, and he could probably knock all his out, but I got 60 more groups. Like I have like more groups than Reggie, so
you
it's
don't
not
have like
gonna,
a hard number you got to meet per day.
Right, it's not. And my email volume is different. So it's different for each person. But she used to come in all the time. Like, we have to be in no later than 10 o'clock, but you got to work your 8 hours is what they want you to do. And she would come in. As soon as 1 o'clock hit, she'd go to lunch. She'd come back at 3. So she was doing whatever she wanted to. So all her calls, we were somehow tied to the same call tree. So I was telling my manager, hey, y'all need to do something. I'm not trying to tell on people, but y'all gonna have to have a conversation or fix this call tree because I'm getting all her calls. So then I was like, could you please get somebody to do that? Whatever. They was like, then we need some type of measurement. So one day every day I started doing little tallies like a look kid when I get the calls and it went for me. My team is dying because they're like, oh my God, it's for her. Why she not at her desk? And then so when I wouldn't turn my phone on because we would have to log into our phones at the office. And so they would get the calls and they was like, oh my gosh. So the calls are spread around. But for some reason, because me and her were hired at the same time, we're directly tied. So when I didn't, so I started taking this to management. I said, look, these are all the calls I'm taking. I'm not getting her check. So if y'all want to cut me part of her check, then I'll take those calls. But I'm handling this book of business. She's handling that. And I send to get all her customers. Customers started complaining, saying, Shannon's helping me, but this is not my and then they started sending me direct emails. So anyways, long story short, she got managers involved. She had her manager talking, and one day she said, I can't fucking take it. I've never heard nobody cuss at their manager telling them they can't fucking take it. So he's like, calm down. So every time they had one-on-one, she would spaz out like this. So one day she was like, they said, Shannon, we had to she opened up an HR ticket saying you're harassing her. I said, I'm harassing her how? because I said, please give me examples, because you can't tell me I'm harassing somebody if I'm telling you need to take your own phone calls. Here are my tally sheets from Monday, Tuesday, so I showed them. So then we get into a meeting with our director, and I said, Chris, I'm not going to keep doing this. I said, so do I have to cry in my meetings to make you understand? And he was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, she was working. She was in the meeting. And so she's sitting next to me. And she's like, I don't do that. I said, you do cry. I said, but because I said, I feel like I'm being harassed now because I'm a black woman and I don't cry because my work is hard for me. I just do my work, do my best. And then, she was like, it's not like that. I said, it is. I said, I've asked y'all to interview the whole team because they sat in witnesses.
They getting the same thing.
I said, and nobody is listening to me. I feel unheard. I'm going to open up an HR ticket as well. So now, because I'm in a meeting with y'all, this is how I go. But it took me to get to that point in front of the director. Like, come on, yo. I've been telling y'all this is happening. I had it been her doing it against y'all. As soon as she opened up a ticket, y'all came to me immediately. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of times as black women, we're taught to be so tough, so know how to turn that off. Right. So, and that rolls over into dating life.
Yeah.
So we are independent in that regard.
So going back to the original question about is it harder for a woman to find a good man? Define good man.
Well, my qualities are different. Like I said, I think that goes to
what's a general term?
For a good man, someone who in general, when you're saying in general the girlfriends, I'm talking, they want somebody who can take care of themselves first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Be able to be gainfully employed, be someone that can enhance their life, I guess, and that's what I would say necessarily a good guy. If you can't enhance their lives, you are like their child, the dependent. You become a dependent.
It's interesting.
Because
there are guys like that.
There's sometimes that when they say women want loyalty,
we do
over
I
loyalty and
honesty.
security over anything else. And pardon me from trying to be funny here, but y'all be looking for loyalty
from the wrong places,
from dudes who report card says easily distracted by others.
I understand. And look, and I like that. I do like that. So for me, like I said, like I said, it goes to what there is. I'm not looking for in the sense of, my thing is, if you're honest, I don't necessarily have to have your loyalty, because the person who's honest is gonna be honest with you. You'll know their loyalty by their acts. It ain't nothing they gotta tell me. So I'll take honesty over the whole loyalty aspect of it, because I don't want you to be loyal when it's gonna cost us something. I want you to be honest. So at the end of the day, I prefer honesty. Loyalty will come by itself. That loyalty is more of a character trait. Honesty, that's what I want. I want honesty. And even if it hurts, the honesty is at the top of my list, because everything else will fall in place. You'll get the loyalty, you'll get them to trust. Because they're honest, they have no fear in whatever else is gonna fall out in between behind them.
Okay, I'm gonna say something in that perspective. And I hate to say this because that's what it feels like, but I think that in this current era of time, it's just a lot of broken.
You're ready to turn that. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just a lot of, like, women have been through so much over the years that it's kind of like, it's even the good guys that are out there, they get burned.
They get burned up
because of the fact
somebody
that
else is
we didn't do anything wrong. We're good. The fact that matters is that all these bad dudes have been their lives and they went.
And you don't think that we deal with that?
It's bad women out here too.
It's bad. It's men that come in there with all that baggage too. Where
when there's a good person that comes out, the claim good that is a good person. You get burned in a sense. You're like, I'm not that dude. I didn't do this.
And that goes to how do you get a person to see that you're not that.
One bad apple spoiled a bunch.
Exactly. Thank you. We could try all day long doing the gentleman thing, taking them out, treating them like a queen or whatever. At the end of the day, they're still gonna mistrust us.
They're not used to gentlemen. That's the thing. And I keep telling you, it goes to a dynamic of what they came from and what they're used to. Like you said, I like the little term about the easily distracted on the report card. I love that because
I'm using that.
That's often true, but that's how a lot of women get their man, from somebody else.
Yeah.
Explain.
A lot of women, like you said, and even that song I said, "Selfish." They like people who are already in other relationships. A lot of times, there are
Right.
women that are out there that like that.
Yeah, I become very, very
women
sexy
like,
when, when I got somebody.
I don't think you're sexy, but okay.
No!
I just because we don't even know if you with somebody because we ain't seen them either. But okay.
There it is.
Anywho, no, but I understand that. I get where you're coming from because I've heard that before, and then I also know a lot of women that don't like the don't want to be the other woman.
But even in a situation, I mean, earlier shows that we had when we first started in, man, Reg was on earlier.
Why you
Back
say
then.
Reg like you gotta soft talk to him? He a grown man.
No, I'm quoting what
my
he said.
man Reg,
no,
go
I'm quoting
ahead.
what he
Tell
was
me.
saying earlier in our previous shows. Think about back in the day when in high school and stuff, because I felt the same pain. He'd approach the girl that he'd like, but she wasn't feeling him. Why? Because
But my
he
thing
didn't
is,
have
where
that-
was he approaching her at? Was she in the group when
No,
you was
I
approaching
see where
her?
he's going.
Were you one angling at her?
No, he was
because
the same-
women is
He was the same good dude,
yeah.
but she wasn't checking for the good dude.
No.
She
You know what
wanted.
you're
She want the bad boy.
Exactly.
Thank you.
The 24-year-old that's coming up picking her up at school.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know them hoochie mamas, but yeah, I get what you're
Sorry.
saying. I do. I think that sometimes it's the setting that men approach women in. So like sometimes when you walk to women in a crowd and be like, hey, like that whole thing when people like, I ain't buying drinks for your whole crew. It's where you approached her. That's why she feel like she has the audacity to say, hey, oh, you gotta give my friends something to drink too. I don't like that mentality because that ain't my move. Because friends, they can go home thirsty. That ain't my problem.
But see, you got to live and learn off that. Cause
Yeah.
what did I do in New Orleans?
Oh, you
I bought
you
the
did.
whole crew drink and didn't even ask you what you wanted.
Because you had already ordered my drink.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I ordered yours last to prove a point to them.
I don't care nothing about that. You
Exactly.
ordered my drink. You knew what I wanted.
Hey, listen. 10 years later, you still here, right?
Yeah, but I figured out that move right then. I
You
said,
gotta break him down and build him up, bro. That's how that works.
break it. But Sir G, break nobody. That,
See, that's
hold up. That's right.
Here's what fucks up for the good.
Right. Because
Break
what?
it down.
Let me tell you, I've never been
Hey,
one
it
short
works.
on.
That's
Look,
how it
I've
is,
never
man.
been
Human
one short on
psychology, bro.
self-esteem. Okay, self-esteem is all because self has always been high on my agenda. Self is high, so the esteem part, I don't need nobody else to coach me up. I've always been like that as a kid, and even as an adult, I feel like I don't gotta be the cutest in the room. But let me tell you, I can take your man. You know why?
I'll take your
Because I am because I
He
don't
like it.
I'm not that maintenance there. I can sit there and watch games with them. I can sit there and talk,
Yeah,
and we
you
can
will
have
take the person,
conversations. So that's how you can do that. I don't have to be the cutest
Yeah,
girl
that's
in
the
the
most
room. I'm
dangerous
all
one
right
right
with
there.
that.
Those are the
Right.
dangerous ones.
That's scary.
Yeah.
So for me,
She go to the
I
game
just-
with you. It's over.
Well, I mean, like you gotta do is go to sports bar all the
Yeah,
time.
you go to sports
we
bar.
even had that.
Cigar lounge.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, because they done
like
stole-
chicks that sit
they
there.
done took over the cigar line.
Yeah, but chicks that go there that look good but casual good. They ain't
Yeah.
overdoing it. And can sit there and like have a cigar with you and like just chit
Work that
chat.
conversation up.
And I can tell you nothing gonna happen right then. But if you go back in 2 weeks and that same person's there, it's gonna be a slow. It's like coworkers. It's gonna be
slow
a slow
build.
build up.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up,
That's
girl?
around.
Hey, and that's the one the wife gotta
I-
be scared
I-
of.
thought
But
about
listen, you ever seen the movie Glengarry Glen Ross?
Yes.
No,
Thank you.
I know it, but I've never seen it before.
You know what ABC is?
I've never seen that.
Always be closing.
Oh yeah.
Always
Yeah.
be closing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, look at Alfie and Sully.
So even when you see him the first time, you already setting up the next move.
Oh, that's the one. But
It's like chess.
No, you're talking about Boiler Room.
Boiler Room, yeah.
Al Pacino.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
man, that movie is. Oh man.
have I seen that with you?
Glengarry
okay.
Glen Ross was my introduction to
Put the
everything.
question down.
That's that shot they playing in the back of your
Focus
head.
only.
Smooth operator.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
any player done seen Glengarry Glen Ross.
Okay,
That's
so
all it-
Alfie seen it. So Alfie, that mean you holding back your player moves.
I like to think
That's what it is, Alfie.
When everybody's playing checkers, I'm playing chess.
That's what's
You gotta be
up.
a couple moves ahead.
That's it. I just
Always
think,
be
like I said, I
Always be closing.
but see, if that's the case, Solomon, how do they spot a good guy if you always be closing? Cause that mean, look, that's player move right there.
You got to find a guy that's closing on quality stocks.
Okay.
He ain't just doing penny stocks. He making big moves.
He playing nickel slots.
Hey, you play enough nickel slots, they add up too.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Slides.
dudes always going out there looking for a dime.
Mm-hmm.
2 10s equal 10. I mean, 2 5s equal 10.
2 5s
Yeah,
equal
I
10.
understand. I
So-
get it. But why you gotta have two on now?
Because I'm trying to get a dime.
I'd rather get a 5 and 5 ones.
Exactly.
Really? Look at you. See, this
whole
is why
squad.
the ladies looking for a good. This is why these women out here can't find a good man. This right here, it goes back to what I said. Good man is hard to find out here. Look
But
at
that's
him.
where he at with it. 5 and 5 ones. I used
Yeah.
to be there.
I just think,
Gotta have a rotation.
like I said, I think so. What are your idea? What's your idea of a good woman? What is that? What does it look like?
Oh, that's damn. I can tell you.
Hey, that's
Look at Serge back here trying to stretch and figure out it. Get your mind
that's
together.
gotta be individualized because
My
a
idea.
good woman gotta understand me.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
the
all ain't
bottom
gonna
line.
understand me. They all ain't gonna get me.
Right.
You gotta accept
You
me
be
how I
giving
am.
it away.
Who?
Give the game.
That's exactly my thing.
Give it
Just
away.
be
Yeah,
able
just
to-
like give it away. Yep, that's
Yeah.
Solomon.
Hey, listen,
way you
I gotta give it away to find out if she can catch it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what is your idea of a good woman? What does that look like? Like you asked me, and I told you some qualities and things that women are
She
looking
has to
for.
be able to get me on all levels. She's got to understand that I'm not perfect. I got flaws, but can you handle these flaws and move forward with it?
Yeah. Is
That-
it a
so
deal
now she's
breaker?
building. Go
Is
ahead.
it a deal
She
breaker?
getting her tool belt. Go ahead.
She
Tell
ain't
me what
building.
else she doing.
She ain't
What
building. I
else
said,
is she
can
doing?
she accept it?
Can she accept that she's got a building? She got a building blocks. Go ahead. What, Rob? For you, what's a good woman look like? What is that?
He's saying exactly what
I don't want to hear what Solomon said.
Oh
I wanna
no,
hear
she
what
got
Rob
wanna hear
said.
what church-
for one,
Deacon.
in my realm, she gotta be spiritual a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So she can get you that Holy Ghost. Ah!
She got to believe in
shouting out.
something. She got to
than herself.
bigger than herself. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? She got to believe.
So spirituality.
Right. That's a
Is that
plus
not
for
top
me.
of your- If you had to pick top 3 qualities in a woman that you look for,
She gotta have a spiritual
at?
connection. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gotta be thumping no Bible. She gotta be able to, like he said, be willing to understand me, understand that I got flaws and there are some things about me. People say, "Oh, you flirt too much," but I'm just that way. I don't mean shit by it. I'm just the way I am, and
right? And
if
someone
you,
will take that as a
yeah,
negative,
you take that as a negative.
Like,
But I'm a
I'm
people
good.
person. I talk to women the same way I talk to you. I might talk to the girl at McDonald's. I always say baby. I say baby to everybody.
So don't good morning, baby, me, honey.
No,
That's what
no,
them
no,
ladies
good
be saying.
baby.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
baby. Good morning, queen.
But-
Go ahead.
That's
I
what you
always-
learn at Sugar U.
Yeah, sugar you.
Everybody's been
Thank you. Sir's coming to sugar you to teach.
Just
Professor.
with
He's a professor at sugar you. He know what time it is. He know what the dean wants.
it.
Great
You know what I'm
American
saying?
teacher.
The Great American teacher ain't going on. Great American strip in, baby. But nah, I also want her to be able to let's have a conversation. And certain things, man, even if you got some flaws, they ain't deal breakers.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a deal breaker for you, then let's just let it go. Let's not even try, because I felt like in time I've wasted in certain relationships. They all were good, and some were bad, but I learned on something from every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You waste time trying to change somebody into something
That you want.
you want them to be instead of accepting them who they are.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean? So if we can't accept each other for who we are individually,
Look at you.
there's no way. Yeah, he know he can't. He done came to the seminar.
But he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha,
if we
okay.
can't accept each other for who we are, then why are we wasting each other's time? You need to be comfortable with the person you with.
Reggie, what's a good
Reggie, what about you? Because I see you looking on Google right now, but go ahead.
He's Googling what's a good woman.
What's a good woman?
So
Go ahead.
he in the cyber streets right now. He's setting up that.
I want to hear from Reggie because I'm going to give you my perspective.
I can
on
tell you
women.
what's not a good woman.
No, we don't want to
No,
hear
I got
that.
that. I can
We
tell
wanna
you
hear
better than what's
a good-
not than what is. This situation I was in with homegirl. A
Don't
good
make
woman to
nobody
me
jump.
it's how
Stop.
no, it's how you communicate.
Right.
That's a big one to me.
Communication.
You can be mad, upset, whatever, but it's how you communicate.
So can I tell you this?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this to you with love, because you the captain of
See, Solomon, don't get it twisted.
It is what it is. All I'm gonna say is you have to. It goes back to what I always say: understand somebody else's dynamics as they were growing up and what their pieces of the puzzle are.
Looks like
So, what going into the next relationship, what are some of the things that you will ask about the person that you're dating? Like, how would you date? If you're on a date with them and you're asking questions, you're trying to fill them out, what is something you would ask them?
Straight up and down. I mean, I ain't trying to speak for Reggie. I mean,
But go ahead.
because I got the answer for that real quick.
Go ahead,
I'm not
baby.
answering anything.
Why
because
not?
like we've already discussed, when I'm asking questions over, especially that first or second date, I'm getting their representative. I ain't
Right,
getting who
I'm
they
not
really
asking.
are.
Okay,
So I
I'm
ain't
not
asking
saying.
questions.
I'm
I
saying.
gotta
I'm
see.
asking
No, I got
once
this.
you realize it. No. I'm saying
No,
once you're getting
I answered the
serious.
damn question.
Go ahead.
You goddamn right I
And
did.
you don't have to answer on the first question. Look,
No, I would ask, and again, like you said, it's gonna be the rep.
yeah,
But-
not the rep. I'm saying once you
No,
start
I
going on a
got
couple
you.
of dates,
I'm
you're
saying
getting
about
serious.
It's how they answer
Yeah.
the question.
about
What
6
happened with your last relationship and how did it end? And what do you think you could have done better to make it continue? It's like going for a job interview. You don't want them talking trash about those supervisors you had. Well, they didn't like me and all this. No. What do you think you could have done better? Well, I always say this, from your point of view, what happened? What went wrong? Everyone's got two stories. So from your point of view, not hearing another person's side, and what do you think you could have done better?
Okay.
That's a big one to me because it's all like, oh, he was this and he was that, and okay, what about the one before that one? Well, he was that and all this. I'm like, okay, I'm here to common thread here. So
Because you're the common denominator at the end of the day.
yeah. So that's something that I would ask.
I got you. Okay. So what are the qualities that you're looking for in someone?
We're doing this right now, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Okay.
it.
All right.
Because your tea is medium right now, so we trying to get it back. You know. Yeah.
I'm really not looking for anything right now.
So it's just focusing
gotta
on
hit
you.
that ass.
I can no. I can respect that because I always say, men. I don't think y'all
Well,
take
well,
time
you was
to-
your checklist a few
for
minutes ago.
yourself.
I didn't meet two of them, so I was like, damn. You said, baby, take care of himself. Shit. You said something else.
time out, but understand this is that we all don't get me wrong. We all go through periods in our life where there are things that we're transitioning from, and it takes we take a L. We do take a L, and it doesn't matter who you are, how high on your horse you can be. You can fall off. So I get that.
This is where Reggie is right now. He sunk. I've been you, bro.
Last night he took an L, but tonight he bounced back.
I can't.
He trying about yeah. That should be the slogan right there. That's your slogan. But
The motto for the college.
yeah, sugar you.
Oh,
Shirt's coming, y'all. Shirt's coming. No, the thing is, I've been here where he sunk all of his. He bet everything on this relationship. He done sunk all. He done put his money all in it. He done did everything. He done sunk everything, and now he don't have shit in his fucking bag. His bag is empty.
really?
But let me in your bag, in your
Let me elaborate.
Uh huh.
As soon as he started changing to make her happy, that's when he lost his shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
so that's what you would do differently.
And I'm talking about your emotional.
Stay
bag. I
you.
ain't talking about your back.
Well, no, there's give and take. But I was changing too much of me. There's
changing
like,
way too
hey,
much.
like she don't like when you hang this up the towel on the floor.
Yeah.
stuff like that. You can adjust that.
Yeah.
But when I'm
The
literally
person who you
sneaking
are.
out,
To do
you know,
what
and
wanna
talking
do.
to friends of mine on the phone, I'm just chilling outside of not even going in. Sports bar, having a drink in the car, and talking to old friends on the phone. And because I lied to say I'm going to the gym, I just wanted some alone time.
Right.
That's when it was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so when you change yourself too much,
Gotcha.
and when you start doing stuff, I think we all do shit behind each other's back. But when you start doing too much shit behind their back, and I don't mean cheating. I mean just doing normal stuff that's not really a big deal.
I'm not going straight
You know what I'm
home
saying?
from work.
One of those.
That's that. I done been. I'm telling you.
Yeah, one of those.
Bro,
He said we
a lot of
all,
women.
we
A
all,
lot of
so don't get it
I'm
twisted.
looking at you. He was
Don't get
looking
we
at you.
all.
a lot of women.
Yeah.
Look at that surge.
Thank
Look
you.
at me. Go ahead. Yeah.
But
We
no,
all do it.
But,
so
but I think we all have something like I ain't
Yeah.
gonna tell Solomon. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
tell Shannon this.
Oh,
It ain't
I
nothing
get you.
major,
No,
but it's like
I get
this.
what you're saying.
I don't feel like
Yeah.
I don't feel like having a conversation when I get home.
Right.
You know, then you get as a guy, you get this.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell me, you really think your dad gave me money? He did not.
I ain't say he did.
yeah,
He
but
didn't.
That could be
And
another
I didn't
source.
get no
See that?
money from my mom or nothing like that. Stop playing with me. Go ahead,
okay,
man.
but
Go
no,
ahead.
like, here's a good example. Let's say I'm 100% honest, and it's like, hey, look, I have to be honest with you.
I have low T.
That's it. I have been when I'm saying going to the gym a couple times, just park my car outside the sports
And just
bar
needed a
and
break.
Just needed a break outside the house. Well, you don't want to be with me? Well, I'm just a terrible girlfriend. And this thing,
Don't
like,
do that, because Solomon do that when I go to the store.
Damn.
He be like,
But-
why is you gone? Why you was gone for an hour? Like,
really?
No, hold on. No, seriously, because I'm the type of
He already
person.
say he
It's logistical with me. My thing is, I know what store she said she was going to.
why?
Store is 5 minutes away from my house.
I might need something.
So 5 minutes there.
Doesn't matter.
5 minutes back.
He's just thinking you running
20
right now.
minutes in the
He don't
store.
know you strolling.
But you know how
Okay,
women shop, bro. 20 minutes in the store.
you know how women shop,
bro.
Yeah.
I need to know what the other 30 minutes is accounted for.
He ain't asking for the.
So if it was one of those things where, hey, listen, I got into the parking lot.
She was that shit of you.
And I just started. And I just had a conversation.
Night.
You know, so if it's one of them things, it's one of them things. But I would rather you tell me that, like, listen, I just needed some
Working
way.
on
Oh no,
project.
because that on Solomon is he's so smart. The sense as I swear, I think his mom gave him a mean face when he was little. He used to be the kid talking about what, like, you know, your mom give you that, you be like, huh? He's my huh? That's Solomon. He doesn't get facial expressions. He don't get none of that, and I think he do it on purpose. But he really just does not know how to read the room when I do stuff. But for me and him, like, sometimes I just need, and I get you. Just sometimes you need a break, a breath of fresh air to just kind of decompress for a moment.
Yeah.
Don't hear anybody's voice, just your own, whatever the case may be. I get it.
Radio
I understand
silence,
that.
baby.
Yeah, I understand. It's like Solomon can ride around in the car all day and listen to Sports Talk Radio. After a while, it gets on my nerves.
Me too.
So I can't function like that. And so sometimes I just need that quiet just to kind of calm down everything.
The other thing I was gonna say is, like, a lot of women don't understand how many men sit in their driveway for 20 minutes before they go inside their house.
Not Solomon, because I be looking at
I
that
know you.
window.
I know.
I be like this.
Y'all different. And she got
Hey,
that
what you out there
What you doing? but I
Yeah, but you know what though? Difference is you travel.
yeah, you
That's your
travel.
alone time. You travel.
Yeah.
That plane ride, whatever you get, you got that time to maybe outside the hotel bar or whatever, just chilling. That's your alone time. So you cool with getting home and getting right back inside the house. You
He
had
ain't
your
got no
alone time.
choice. He got that little girl in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but I'm saying he had his.
I'm going to open the door and let her out.
Hey,
Dude,
wait.
Daddy.
Let her out like
Yes, let her out like she a dog. Woo.
going on.
Get him.
Go get your
That's it. And,
It's your,
no, but
it's
I
your
think,
show,
I'll be
baby.
honest, I think that me and Solomon just like in this space now, where when he goes away, it does feel weird when you
And
leave
it took
because
y'all.
it's different.
It took y'all a while to probably.
It did.
get
It
to
took
where
a
y'all are.
while for us to get
But
here.
y'all was willing, and I say y'all, cause I know you, and I probably know you. You say you don't know me.
I know you like that.
What I'm
You
saying.
might have seen me in the streets.
But you don't know me, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all had to work, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just listening to y'all was willing to do the work. I always say that, you know what I'm saying?
But part of that comes with, you know how when women say we want true honesty is that y'all trust us and give us the true honesty, because sometimes, yeah, we're going to come back, we're mad and still angry, going to have a million and one questions, but being willing to engage in that conversation, it helps us
And it
go a
don't
long
go-
way. Yeah.
to the motherfucker this and motherfucker
Yeah.
that.
It can be that way. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
And
that was
respectful
another
mindset.
quality. I need to be able to, with a woman, I need to be able to have that conversation with you, an uncomfortable conversation, and not leave that uncomfortable conversation feeling like you
It felt
disrespected
worse,
me
yeah.
and I disrespected you. We need to let this shit go. We
Yeah.
just need to understand. There's a line in the song by the great Teddy Pendergrass. He was in this group called the Harold Melvin and the Blue Note,
I
and
didn't even
he
know who-
said, "You need to understand me
Like
I understand you." That's a cold line. You know what I mean? And if you don't, then we might as well go on and
Let's not be
by
that.
now.
Right,
We
yeah.
should not. You should know me by now. You know.
If you don't name me, then
Yeah.
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 Well,
you
on
should
that
know me.
note, I would like to end this segment with Toya Wright, aka Toya Johnson, who used to be Lil Wayne baby mama. She
still
get
is
finally
Lil Wayne baby
married.
mama.
No, she ain't.
fine, though.
She's the mother of Lil Wayne's daughter. She ain't the
still
baby
fine.
mama.
Baby mama.
She has no. She's not a baby mama
She's
anymore.
still fine,
She's a
though.
wife now. She married her longtime fiance Red, Mr. Russian, and I'm excited for her.
Red.
Because you think about where you come from a Lil Wayne perspective, and then you go to another industry exec to get somebody that's not in that same space, but is an entrepreneur in their own right. And they finally married. But a lot of his values he pushed on her. Like he made sure he was like, my mom and dad married. Like this is what I believe in. I want to do this. And because she had been in so many hurt relationships or battered relationships that it caught, it made her have some hesitance and wanting to get married and wanting to do it again. But she has a little girl who's 4. She'll be 5. Her little girl will be 5 too. And it encouraged her to want to do it and find love and be happy. So I'm excited. I'm happy for them.
It's right, because she ain't that old, because her and Wayne had a baby like at 14.
Yeah.
And Regine, like, what, 20-something?
Yeah. In her mid-20s.
Almost, she almost 30. That's a long time, bro.
So really quick before we go to break, shout out. I know last week we was talking about HBCUs, and Shannon was talking about his HBCU experience wasn't that great and what have you. I actually had a ball when I was at my HBCU at Morehouse.
Yeah, I know.
But Morehouse this weekend having their homecoming.
Yeah.
Morehouse and Spelman combined.
Absolutely.
Last night, headliner at their concert was 21 Savage.
21
Savage came out and performed. Halfway in the middle of his set, he stops and like, I got a surprise for y'all. And Drake comes out and finishes the set, gives a whole concert.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
shout out to Drake for stopping by
The
Morehouse.
number one artist in the world.
At
Rapper.
HBCU giving a show.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's
what it's
big.
supposed to
Big
be.
ups. Okay.
So we're gonna jump into this first break. Went a little bit longer than we expected, but hey, that's how we do. When you in Flow Ohio Studios, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And if I ain't Sugar You, who is Sugar You?
On that note, we'll be right back. Here's Hers and Ours. I'm Shannon Red.
Sure, it's coming.
What?
Solomon Davis, we'll be back.
All right, let me run upstairs real quick.
We off the grid.
Get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag, stay in your bag.
She don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. Hey, oh yeah, oh yeah. But she don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. Oh yeah, oh no. If she don't want my love, I'm guessing I gotta move on. I guess I came a little too strong, I guess. If she don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on, I guess. I tried to give it all to you, baby. Brand new Mercedes, a newborn baby. And I told you your love too lazy. Damn, all you had to do was love me, baby. And that gets so frustrating, yeah. Why you wanna go and test me, baby, yeah. Degrade me and tell me I'm failing, yeah. Keep telling me things like you done trying with me, done fighting with me, yeah. Gave you a ring that was going off the deep end, yeah. On deli on my drain for the weekend. Sent you some things, yeah, when I was done drinking. Like, girlie with you for the wrong reason. Cause you was with me, I told him stop reaching. Guess that's jealous of me. I'm salty, I need it, my wounds keep bleeding. You found a new man, so I gotta move on. Guess you got a new agenda with someone you barely know. I'm gonna say you're wrong. Guess you had to move on. Said if she don't want my love, I'm guessing I gotta move on. I guess I came a little too strong. I guess if she don't want my love, I guess I gotta move on. I guess I gotta move on. I guess
We going up, we going live. Can't stop, won't stop, told y'all. See me pull up, no problem. I can never ever be no one option. Pull up on me, but no blocks. Now you wanna say you wanna talk. Now you wanna say you wanna talk. Now you wanna say you wanna. Hold up. Get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag, stay in your bag.
gotta move on. Find peace. Serenity.
Advertisers want to know what's going on.
I remember those days. We could probably do that.
We back. And we back. And we back. We back.
And we are back. Segment 2, episode 54. His, hers, and ours. A real life couple holding real life conversation with real life friends. I'm Solomon Davis with
Shannon Royal Davis.
Church Sinatra, the Commissioner, Albie Santana, Low T, Reggie Gray at the end, Surgeon General behind the ones and twos, late today.
From
Getting us
Gray.
back.
That happens.
Advertisers calling me up like, we paying for this?
I had to go upstairs to use the other restroom.
So NBA started this week.
Wait, before you jump in the NBA, can you jump on? Well, go ahead.
I
You
can jump on
in
it.
NBA.
You want me to jump
I
on
know
it?
you can jump on it, baby. You got it. You got it, honey.
But I love the way y'all
But go
do that.
ahead. Go ahead. Go with the NBA. Go ahead, because I'm going to talk about that city of Cleveland in a minute.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
So, NBA jumped off. Last night, game number 2 for the Boston Celtics. They beat the Miami Heat. Game number 1, they played the Philadelphia 76ers. They beat them.
They're on a 2-game winning streak.
They're on a 2-game winning streak. And people are now discrediting Ime Udoka as a coach
Wow.
Oh, here we go.
because they said that Boston doesn't look like they've lost anything without him.
Well,
If that was Steve Kerr, if that was Eric Spoelstra, if that was Phil Jackson,
one more.
if that was Greg Popovich, would they be saying the same thing had they taken a year off? Because I believe when Steve Kerr was sick and Luke Walton was coaching,
They
Golden
still
State looked the
maintain the
same.
same team. Head team.
why didn't they say that about those teams? Why is it
So
the
why
black
you-
man?
Why'd you take my comment from him? From him? Because I said that to him. Solomon
Excuse me, pause.
What?
What's the name of this show?
His, hers, ours.
So
That
you
was
don't
not
have
our
that.
comment.
That's our
That
take.
was my
That's
take.
y'all take. Yeah, y'all.
That's our take.
We all one.
Exactly.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, because I said it to Solomon. I was like, first off, and it was so funny because Solomon is a Duke fan. I'm a Carolina fan, so of course, you know, he loves Jason Tatum. Until Jason Tatum be in the
Tell Jason Tatum getting the finals and all he do is side stuff.
But anyways, Jason Tatum had made a comment on there. We're talking like, oh, he's filling in, and we're all just taking this all together. And he was like, I don't know if you win 2 games and you call that a real streak. It's only been 2 games in the season, which was funny. So that's why I was laughing when Solomon said the 2-game, when I told him it was a 2-game winning streak. But I did say to him that I feel like it's a bit unfair for them to take away what Ime Udoka was able to do in his first year with this team. And just to, in 2 games, to say, oh, they look like they ain't missing nothing.
They setting up.
I feel like that's a disrespect in a sense because, like I told Solomon, I said when I said they ain't said ever Steve Kerr when he was having all the back problems, and they had even Luke Walton, and you can go with Eric, what's his name, Mike Brown, and he was filling in the same thing. And you had a team that knew each other well enough. That team has been together long enough time to kind of know each other cadences and know each other ins and outs, and they're close enough to have conversation with each other, say how we're gonna win this game. So it don't matter who you put in there. It's kind of like a 5-on-5, and we got this. So for them to say that, I think that kind of is like a slap in the face, of what Ime Udoka was able to do with them. Because they were in the
Turned
playoffs
around
before
for a
Ime
year.
came.
Yeah,
They were in the playoffs before Ime came.
There was a couple, like one player away. From like being a great. I've always been a Boston fan.
No, I ain't gonna say that out loud. But
So
No, for real, I am.
they brought Malcolm Brogdon in from Indiana, and I think he's going to be a game changer for them. But as far as game changer, this cat, John Morant,
Something else. Something else, bro.
this dude is.
He come from another place, another world.
Another galaxy.
I
So,
gotta take his daddy with him now.
I don't care.
I
He
mean-
can come. Usher can come.
he rubbed.
I mean,
he rubbed me the-
Usher. Usher ain't his daddy.
No.
Oh, okay.
They look
No, I'm
alike,
just
you
playing.
know.
You know, I'm just messing.
He rubbed me the wrong way when he made his Michael Jordan comment, but
What'd he say?
he's like,
Repeat it.
he said, John Morant said he would kill Michael Jordan in his prime.
The John Morant that's playing
The
right
John
now?
Morant today
yeah,
would-
he probably
would kill Jordan in
move
his
around a
prime.
little bit more. But
We
He-
say film though. What does he really mean?
but if
That
Jordan-
1-on-1, he would basically killed Michael Jordan in a game of one-on-one.
I mean, he's real quick, and explosive.
It's not okay. So you can play offense, but when it's time to play defense, what is your go-to?
You just gotta get the ball first.
You better hope you don't. You better hope you don't miss a shot.
You better get the ball first.
You best. And the thing about it is that he's not even the same height as Michael Jordan because you're gonna have to be able to rebound your own stuff in a one-on-one. And if you can't get the ball,
Don't miss.
that's okay. And it ain't like this dude out here shooting 15 for 17. He ain't out here. You gotta fire up a little bit more than that. So come on.
If he would have said Allen Iverson or somebody like that, then I could.
That'd be a better matchup.
But
Yeah.
Jordan, it's like you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's like blasphemy, man.
But anyway, so what about him now?
I mean, I respect Ja. I think Ja has moved into right now top 5 players in the league.
Yeah. He close to number 1.
I wouldn't say he's close to number 1. I mean, there's certain cats up there.
Who you think like
All around?
take over? All
All-around
take over?
game right now. If I had the number 1 pick and had to start a team, I'm taking the Joker.
Okay.
I like Joker. Solomon, you didn't say that last time, but I'm not going to say anything. But go ahead. You said
wrong.
Giannis, if I wasn't mistaken.
And you was just
And
in
you said
Milwaukee. How
Giannis.
dare you?
He did. It took a picture about Giannis
He number
pitching the
2.
ball.
He number 2.
Go to the
Giannis.
game?
No, I haven't gone to a game.
Giannis
Giannis is probably 2. Giannis has to develop a jump shot.
He
Yeah.
don't have that.
If he don't have a jump shot, he ain't nothing.
But right now, he's just brute, raw, like punishing. Like he's going to come for you.
Exactly.
You're going to have to come with it every game. Like he's going to bruise you. So he's physical. He's real physical. I can respect that. I don't want to even hear your top 5. I just
Right
want to
now?
understand what has changed your mind about Ja. Because he's still the same kid. That said that about Jordan.
What has changed my mind is I now see that killer instinct that I always said LeBron didn't have.
Okay.
I was
I see
waiting
it
for
in
that.
I saw it in Mike. I saw it in Kobe.
Yeah, and now you see it in
Now I
him.
see it in Ja.
Yeah.
So the
He
difference.
don't got no friends.
And,
So
and
put
I
it
get
like
what you're
this.
saying because LeBron is a team player. Like LeBron is in that regard, he is truly a team player.
He ain't a
like
team
he's gonna
player.
give-
He's team dependent.
He's not. Something we ain't finna go into that argument because
Don't
you're
do
not
that.
gonna you're not gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
That man going into his 20th year, he looked better than Kobe did going into a 20 years.
Kobe didn't make it 20 years.
Exactly. So let's stop.
Wait.
I love Kobe
Had
to
Kobe
death.
not-
I
had
love Kobe
Kobe
to death, but we
not
ain't gonna
messed
keep
up his
doing
Achilles,
that.
he would have went past 20 years.
But he did. So here we go.
And
I'm
Bron
saying-
got the situational killer instinct.
In the
I
sense
don't
that-
need you to be situational. I need you to, from the time you wake up to the time you
I
lay your
get
head
what
on that
Solomon
pillow.
is, I get what Solomon is saying because Bron is one at all costs. Like he's gonna be like, okay, what's the
I'm
more
a
higher
facilitator.
percentage?
He'll
I'm a
facilitate
it first.
different.
But
versus
also,
everybody else.
if he needs to take over the game himself, he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
Because
Put
I
it
seen him
like
do it
this.
against Detroit. He put up 25
he will,
points.
we're not
straight.
saying he won't.
17
do it
years
again.
ago?
Hey, he still did it.
He did it 17 years ago.
25
This
straight
is what
points.
I was trying to avoid. All I'm
No,
simply
this ain't
saying
about
is you
LeBron.
will
This ain't about-
not.
what I'm
Don't
saying-
discredit him. I get.
And
what
let's
you're
also
saying.
look at the finals when he played against the Warriors.
Look,
Stop
all
telling
I'm
me that he
saying
didn't
is-
take that over.
Don't say the Warriors. Don't you
Hey,
do that because Draymond
2016.
gave y'all. You better pay Draymond his money.
2016.
You better pay
He did
Draymond
good.
his
He
money.
did.
All I'm saying is this. You go to any other team right now that has contenders. You go to Boston, you say, well, they got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Right.
You go to Brooklyn, you say they got KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
You go to any...
Brooklyn ain't even a. We're
Don't
gonna
even
talk
bring up
about
Brooklyn.
them. But go
Brooklyn's
ahead.
like the Lakers in the
I
East.
mean, you go to Miami, you say
not
Jimmy
even.
Butler and Kyle
What about
Lowry
it?
and Tyler Hero and Bam and all them. Go out west, you go to Golden State. They got the big three out there. Regardless of what team you talk about, they always have that 1-2 punch. You say Memphis, you say Ja, and that's it.
Yep. That is completely.
So that's what's changed my mind about this cat.
Okay, I got you.
And
But
he-
to go
He
or
changed my
add,
mind
to add
watching
on to
him.
what you're saying is he's gonna be is Memphis because Memphis is not gonna win anything if it's just Ja. There's nobody out there that has won a championship without a 1-2.
I don't think so because look at it like this.
Who has won
He's-
one without a 1-2?
He stood toe to toe with Golden State last year.
But I don't.
And if he wouldn't have got hurt,
I still,
It might
I
have
think,
been a different series.
I still think Boston could have beat them because of the simple fact that Boston plays like them. Boston is reckless like them when they want to be in everything. They don't mind getting dirty and physical. And Boston actually had the young legs to keep running with them too.
that series between Memphis and Golden State, had Ja got hurt, it might have been a different story.
I believe so.
Golden
I-
State
Yeah,
might
it
not
would've
be
been.
champs right
It
now.
would have
would've
been
been.
different.
I disagree. I disagree. So we can disagree and go on to the
that's
next.
what's changed.
Disagree.
That's where we're at, because at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it would have probably been a different series, but they still would have. I still think Golden State was gonna find a way to win, because they are, at the end of the day, they've been there, they've been on the ropes, and that to me it gives me a lot more.
Okay.
Just like you felt. Wait,
Hold
you
on,
was
and
going
that's
for
a-
Boston. You was going
I
for
was going for
Boston.
but
right.
what does me going for Boston
I'm
have
just
anything
saying,
to do with
you,
Golden State, Memphis?
you felt the same way. Boston was going to just, they got that first game. You should have
what do
heard
I-
Solomon there whooping and hollering.
What do I tell you about every up and coming star?
we was talking
There
about
is some
that.
adversity they have to face. So where Mike had to get past Detroit,
Yep.
Ja's gonna have
Mike
to find
has
a way to
not
get
won a
past Golden State.
championship without his two.
Facts.
And that's, you can say whatever you want to about it. The record is what it is. You're gonna need a two. Ja can't win no championship by himself.
Nobody
He's
can.
gonna need a two.
Okay.
That's how the NBA works. You had Tim Duncan and you had Tony Parker and you had
Duncan had a championship before
Yeah.
before Parker,
but even
he
without
had
Parker,
somebody-
but he had somebody
He
with
had
him.
David
He had-
Robinson with him at
he
that.
had the last year of David Robinson.
Still-
And not even that,
still
you
there.
had an Ellis who was shooting up the place like that's Elliott or whatever. So you always have to have a 1-2. You have to have a dominant 1-2 to continue to win out. And I don't think Memphis is gonna go anywhere until they figure that
Now
out.
you need like a 3.
You probably do, but you can't do it with just a job by
No, you ain't
yourself.
do it with
Ja
Adam.
has to have role play. Adams,
has
You need somebody
role
in the middle.
players.
You need somebody to bang.
Steven Adams, Desmond
Somebody
Bain,
to shoot.
Jaren Jackson.
I like Jaren Jackson, and I think Jaren Jackson and him will be good once they get on once they figure out their whole chemistry as a whole, because they're young. They're the youngest team in the league. They're all like 20. I think they're all 23 now. I think at the most. I think the oldest age is like 25. Well, Adams is the oldest, but everybody else is like 25 or 20 under 25. They're babies, so I get it. I'm not knocking them or whatever, but you got to have a 1-2.
So let me put it to you like this. Number 2s are created by number 1s.
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Once you start becoming a winning team, whether you win a championship or not, when you become a popular team, you're on television all the time. Because you're now on television all the time, you're getting seen by
It's
not
attractive.
only the people that love the NBA, but just the casual viewer. Because you're on TV so often.
General
I mean, that was the beauty about Tom Brady coming to Tampa.
We got more TV.
Everybody knew Brady and Evans, but all of a sudden, we know who Chris Godwin is now.
Right.
Because we're now on TV all the time.
Yep.
Everybody knows who's Tony Pollard is, the backup running back for Dallas, because Dallas is on TV
Okay,
every
so
damn
bring your
week.
point home.
So the fact that you're saying Memphis doesn't have a 2, the more Ja keeps them winning and keeps them relevant, now people gonna see Jaren Jackson.
Time
And y'all
out.
gonna be like, oh, this cat really is good.
So Solomon,
The more eyes got on the Chicago Bulls, because everybody wanted to see Michael Jordan. Hey, this cat Scottie Pippen, he ain't too shabby.
I get you. All I'm saying is, didn't Memphis go on a whole run one time before when they had like
Zach Randolph. man.
I was gonna call him
Debo.
They had Debo there, and they had a nice little run, and they would get deep in the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm not knocking it, but at some point, when do you get over that hump? They're like I said, they're still young. I'm not knocking them. Memphis will be around, and I like Ja. I think Ja's an all-star. Like I can't take nothing from him. But until you get you a significant 1-2, 2 all-stars, then that's when it becomes something different. Because you're going to need at least 2. It can't just be Ja and the Memphis Grizzlies. It's going to be Ja
So
Morant,
does it have to be an
so-and-so.
all-star or a superstar?
I just said another all-star. Another
They always
steady
do that.
all-star.
So do you classify
Tom
what's
Brady
going,
in the Bucks.
do you classify what's going on in Golden State? You classify Clay as an all-star or a superstar?
Well, he was an all-star, so you can't take nothing from him because it ain't like you can take their all-star title from them. They were all-stars. When you put your resume together, they don't see just because you no
I'm
longer
just
in
trying
that
to
field
clarify.
of work.
So Ja doesn't need a superstar. He just needs an
Nah,
all-star.
you just need another all-star with
it's
him. Somebody who
basically
can help carry that load to him.
Is it Jodeci or is it Casey and JoJo and Jodeci?
It's Jodeci. Because you need Casey and JoJo.
To make Jodeci.
Yeah, to have that Jodeci going. You can't get the C without the Joe. So whatever, you got to take all the mess in between.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you have to.
The two,
But
the
as long
two
as you have
little
those
people.
2 bookcases, you can fill the other spots in with whatever. And as long as they know that the effort of teamwork, they'll be fine. But you gotta have you like 2 all
So you could have 2 supporting acts like Kelly and Michelle, but you only need 1 Beyonce.
So can we go to the next?
Hey, listen.
Just over this.
Let's not forget. And Beyonce
It won't. It
won't
ain't
be-
another Destiny's Child either.
It would
So,
not
so.
be no Beyonce if it wasn't for Solange.
Okay, I'm
What?
gonna go. I can't.
Okay.
So we can't even. Okay.
So
So
where
what?
we
So
going
what are we going with the next one? Oh,
The shoe you can win without a superstar. It was 5 in Vogue, and none of them were really stars.
That's true.
That's true.
they weren't. But what are they now?
They did their thing. They enjoyed their shine.
You know
It's
what?
like SWV.
I
They
ain't
don't
never
even.
think
But
about
can,
that.
you know why? Because nobody ever mentions En Vogue when you talking about girl hip hop groups
Great
and
girl
greatest.
groups.
They,
You don't
yeah.
mention them.
They had a
You
slamming
don't
album.
mention them.
Listen, man, I used to have a crush on
What's
Don
it
from
gonna
En Vogue.
be?
That's the
That's
only
all
one
you
we
know.
know.
That's
Done.
all you know because everybody watched Set It Off. Nobody ain't checking for them.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next.
SWV.
Hold on, what? That's all you know?
No, I'm saying that's all most people. If you ask anybody else to name an En Vogue song,
No, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
they look how hard they got to think
Never
about
ever
it.
gonna
That
get
was
it.
you and your dad listening to know you're never gonna get it.
Nah,
Okay.
Everybody's listening to
You're
that.
Who listening to that?
All I want to see is when it Set It Off. That's how you knew it was coming.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? We know what time it is.
Because
with
that was
That was
what
your
was
jam, though.
in our culture. So anywho,
Hold
go ahead.
on.
Let
Thank
go.
you. Yeah, hold
Thank
on.
you.
I think
Hold
you
on.
better let it go. Let it go.
That's
I just
Teddy.
want you to let it go.
Now you supposed to be the
Right now.
R&B diva. You don't know
I'm
En
not,
Vogue.
I do know En Vogue, Solomon. I'm not saying. What I simply said was, and nobody remembers them like that. I don't care anything about it. You'll call Tia if you walked up to anybody else outside of us who grew up in that era where they came out. You can't ask. I bet you can ask Jaden who TLC is. She would know who that is. She won't know En Vogue. And until you say, Jaden, you remember on Set It Off? That movie, that song said, what's it? Oh, that's them? That's how I'm saying. They're not transcending. They're not forever eternal. You remember them because that's the era we grew up in.
Yep. The
On to the
greatest
next.
era of music.
I mean, you could say that about Boys to Men.
On to the next. I'm not
Boy,
finna hit you with that.
man.
Yeah, I am not finna play
Other than
this
End
game
of the
with
Road,
you.
I mean, what's anybody else gonna say?
Motown Philly.
I'm not even going to
You ask kids today,
They gonna
what
say
is
End of the
Motown
Road.
What do they
Philly?
play in the clubs like that bring that kind of
They weren't playing them in the club.
They weren't. They
Free
were
Your
in
Mind
the
was another
bedroom.
banger.
Huh?
Free your mind.
Yeah. And the rest would follow.
Yep.
Yep, that was a jam too. Yeah.
colorblind?
All of these are
Crystal
things that
Shadow.
y'all
Don't-
remember
hold on.
because we are all 40 plus.
Yeah, he
we
just
are
pulled
40
out-
plus.
Hold
He
on.
just pulled out a couple
40
of
plus.
Don't you like tight clothing?
Yeah. And they were
And
playing the
tight
fight.
and
You don't like
high
high
shoes?
shoes?
No, I
You no
don't.
prostitute.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah, yeah, talk to
Can we
him.
go to the next one?
Talk to him.
Let's go
Well,
to
that's what-
the
hey, he
let's
went in his
go to
R&B
the
Bible.
book. I'm not even going there. And I did you not hear me say it back to
He
him?
went in the R&B Bible and said,
Anybody
"Don't you wear
that's
tight
40
clothes."
and over know who they are. They're not relevant to anybody else. It's okay.
So if right now En Vogue
gonna
came
kill
out
him
to
with
do a
that.
show, would you go?
No.
You wouldn't go.
No. Why are you acting like Solomon? There are groups that I like. I promise you, when I want to,
You would go see New Edition over and over again.
over and over again.
But you want to go see En Vogue.
Hey, I'm with you.
If it
No.
I'm with you on that one.
She's gonna
Right. I'm
I
not
go see
going
a
to
New
see them
Edition every time they
when
come if I
come.
can.
Hi.
If you have to roll me in with a wheelchair, I'm going to see
You going to
New
see New
Edition. I want to.
Hey, even if they standing there, they ain't
And
gonna be
they
doing the
look,
move.
Bobby was big.
Yeah, yeah.
You trying to figure out who was Bobby, who was
Who
Johnny?
was Johnny? Yeah, 'cause
See?
they look.
That's
They have a lot of
me. I would
traffic.
go there.
They had a lot of
Ralph.
traffic on.
Don't forget about
I-
Ralph.
Yeah,
you
Ralph
can
always
tell it
Ralph,
was.
bro.
Ralph is Ralph.
Ralph
You
ain't
can
changed,
tell.
bro. He like a fine wine, bro.
But anywho,
Where are we
He
going
ain't
now?
changed.
Are we just gonna go straight to the end?
Yeah, we're
So-
gonna we're gonna wrap it up. 'cause
yeah, let's go.
gotta-
Yeah, we got
gotta have
people. Yeah.
something we got to do. But
gotta peel.
real quick, NFL. Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers.
Yep.
Good.
Oh,
Yo, the
Makes Tampa
49ers,
Road a lot
49ers are the favorite in the NFC.
Yeah, we finna.
Y'all think? I don't think
finna
so.
win tomorrow.
I don't think so. That don't make them automatically the favorite. You got to be able to gel and mesh. And he's not just a plug and play. First off, he ain't even had a season where he's been healthy since his rookie season. So
That
I'm
makes Tampa's road a little easier.
just good.
No,
I'm
wait,
really-
with them when they play.
listen,
yeah. I don't automatically put
I
them.
do not want to sit.
I
on-
make them a contender, but I don't automatically make them
I
the
make
favorite.
them the favorite.
I don't.
I do not want to see a team that has the versatility
Like they got now.
now, knowing that they can line Debo up anywhere,
Yeah.
and now you can line McCaffrey up anywhere because you can put McCaffrey in a slot.
Yeah.
It's the same team that. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
Nah,
For-
and-
the
and-
49ers
no,
in the-
She
Hey,
forgetting.
listen.
She forgetting about that.
The only
I'm
thing
not.
now is
Why am I? We the same team that struggled with Atlanta. Like, come on.
Oh,
we ain't
And Atlanta
struggle.
went.
We
Atlanta
ain't
went
struggle
and
with
beat
Atlanta.
them.
yeah, we struggled.
But
We didn't struggle with Atlanta.
On
We
paper,
got
it looked
bored.
like we struggled.
We got
On
bored in
paper,
the second
it was
half.
a struggle.
Yeah.
It was a struggle. So all I'm saying is the 49ers do not instantly jump up there to be my as a
If Jimmy
favorite
G
tonight.
does not mess, if Jimmy G does not mess this up, the
And you
49ers
gotta Jimmy G stay healthy.
That motherfucker.
Because they ain't even got nobody else behind him like that. So come on.
We talking about Bucks yet?
Question.
We're talking about NFL.
We about okay. I gotta go off on the Bucks.
Oh, what do you want to go off on the Bucks about?
No, y'all finish this because I think San Fran is a Super Bowl contender if Jimmy G don't
No,
mess this up.
Solomon.
Yeah.
I don't. I think
Solomon just
How
said
you
it.
see why he the captain?
He just said
I'm just simply saying. I said they. I ain't said they're not a contender. They was a contender before they had him. I'm not knocking that. He just said, "Oh yeah, they actually NFC. Yeah,
They're the favorites to me in the
to
NFC.
win." I don't necessarily feel that way because you see how long it took us to get gelled up with Tom Brady and trying like
6
it's the
games.
effect. Solomon, it's the effect of when you just plug
We ain't
somebody in
gelled
and
up
you're
right
trying
now.
to
I can
force
tell you
stuff
that
to
much.
people. It's how you. That's how.
What game we on?
That's how the Cleveland experiment with Odell Beckham went, trying to get.
Wait, are you
Baltimore
talking about
too
McCaffrey?
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the thing with McCaffrey is they already got
don't even
Debo.
stay healthy.
He doesn't have to be the man for once. He was getting hurt over there because they made him the primary back. Now, right now, just a third down package. This Sunday,
Okay,
first
well,
game.
if that's how
You
they're
know?
gonna package him,
he ain't
okay.
gonna
And
play.
they can make him a wide.
So y'all done gave up all these picks, and you just gonna make him a third.
Yeah,
down
but they had
package
extra picks too.
only.
No, I'm saying
just-
starting
just-
off. I'm saying starting off.
Okay.
Starting.
But I
starting
just
off.
don't. So for me,
You
I
want to
just
know
don't
what?
make
You want
them
to know
automatically
why?
Super
You
Bowl
want to know why
champs.
they make them the favorite? Because there is a strong chance that Odell will go back to the Rams,
Yes.
amongst other teams he's been rumored to go to. McCaffrey going to San Francisco keeps McCaffrey out of LA. So they basically played defense with that move.
They did. They didn't want LA to get him, and LA was one of the people in the conversation.
So
Isn't Tampa in the conversations?
Yeah,
I don't know.
with Odell, but not with McCaffrey.
Oh,
now,
Odell.
I would have given up the ship for Christian McCaffrey.
For the Bucks?
I don't know.
Absolutely, because even with this
He
being
just
Brady,
has not been healthy.
even with this being Brady's last year, I know I got Evans under contract for at least another 2. I know I've got Godwin under contract for another 3. If I have a running back whom I can also use as a receiver, it makes it a lot easier to say what I'm going to do.
Tom loves throwing those little short.
Exactly.
That's all he been
I would have
doing all
gave
year.
Fournette and however many picks to Carolina for Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but
I
that
wasn't.
wasn't-
No,
that
I wasn't.
I was
That
hoping
wasn't.
it was
That
that.
wasn't good
Thing
business.
was gonna happen.
I wouldn't have
But
gave
anyway,
Why not?
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey and Fournette can't exist in the same backfield. Why have both?
no,
of them?
and McCaffrey just can't exist being
He
in
gonna
any
get
field
hurt.
for
That's
17
what, like, we
games. Like,
wasted
I
What did he
just
just
don't-
say? He was hurt because he was the
And you
primary
don't think he'll
option.
be hurt in the Florida in our
wasted
system
money
that way?
on Julio
He's
Jones.
not even built the same
We're,
way.
we're a pass-heavy offense. So
He's not even built the same
so
way
can
when
we
you're
get rid
trying
of
to
Julio?
block. He's so low.
Julio's been a
Can we
bust.
get rid of Julio?
The best ability is availability. Where's Julio been?
Well, let's go. Let's get him out of here.
Reserve.
I want him out of here.
I think they got a game plan for Julio. They're trying to wait to the end of the season, like towards
To
the last.
get him healthy,
Yeah.
make sure he's fully healthy.
Yeah, I think that's what the
Okay.
game plan. Because there's no reason to still have him not on injured reserve. There's no reason.
Mm.
They gotta have some. I ain't seen the game.
Why you don't
plan.
have Ryan Jensen on injured reserve?
He about to come back.
Ryan Jensen won't be back before December.
He'll be back.
By that time, I mean, the season is
I
where we're
love
going to be
Ryan.
is pretty much locked.
I promise you, when Ryan got hurt, I felt like, you know how y'all felt
This
when
is
Tom was
what I
like, Bob. I was like, oh man, that
imagine
Ryan
that
is my dude. I love Ryan Jensen. Like that's my guy, and that's my center. I go with him anywhere he goes. But
I think we find a
I
left
was
guard
hurt.
would be better. I'm not too worried about center. Left guard is like just terrible right now.
Who over there?
Gedeke.
I don't know. Oh, he the one who had the rabbit.
The rookie.
Yeah, he
He had
had the
rabbit?
little rabbit when they was trying to find a
Yeah.
place. He had a rabbit.
If
Yeah.
you watch his plays, every time they run to his side, which I don't know on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, they run to his side all the time.
He don't
gets
make,
pushed
he
back.
Get, yeah,
So here's the thing.
Were we on Bucks now?
Yes.
Okay.
To follow your point here, you've got Tristan Wirfs, who's all pro at tackle.
Tristan ain't worth shit.
Bullshit.
Ain't worth shit.
She said she would wait. I already texted her. You got Tristan Wirfs at right tackle. You got Shaq Mason at right guard, whom Brady is familiar with. Why aren't we running to the right side? Why do all of our plays go off tackle to the left?
Good question.
Look at your boy.
Because is that Fournette strong side to run on?
No, a running back, they don't have a strong side.
But
Your strong side should be forward, not right or left.
Really, truly, you're right about that because that's the position I play. But if you
What
can
position you
run,
played?
hey, I play
Left
football.
pitch.
Nah. I didn't play at Chamberlain. I didn't play at Chamberlain because I was hurt. So
It's
it was
small with that. Also, you
So-
was a Christian McCaffrey, but go ahead.
Nah, I didn't play at Chamberlain. When I came there, I was just straight school.
But by the way,
But-
just real quick, that Chamberlain thing, how y'all feel about that?
Hated it.
We
Storm.
we don't really like it, but it's
They changed
The
the mascot.
Chamberlain
We're no longer the
Storm.
Chamberlain Chiefs. We're the
Yeah, I heard about
Chamberlain
that, yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, we storm.
That's okay.
The night they
He
got
was
to the
a
Pussycats.
lion.
No, I'm cool with Chiefs. I just like I don't like those Native American the symbols they have. I'm cool. Like Chiefs.
We could have kept.
Yeah, Chiefs isn't derogatory, but
We
the
coulda
thing
stayed
is,
Chiefs.
they're all scared that they may have the wrong name or whatever. Chiefs not
Has the
derogatory.
Seminole tribe ever had an issue with it, though?
No, but they agree.
Okay,
A similar,
that's not my point.
yeah, but that's different. An actual tribe from that area, they agree. They worked with Florida State on the name and the symbols.
And what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that they didn't have any issue with Chamberlain with all these years.
They didn't have any.
They have a problem with the Redskins, but that was racist as hell.
Until
No, it's
hey,
the
listen,
kids.
Chamberlain,
It's the kids.
Chamberlain should no. The kids just going with everything they see in public eye and what.
But
have
I'm saying-
you. Chamberlain shouldn't have been made to change their mascot until Kansas City is made to change theirs.
Yeah,
True.
Plain and simple.
but no, the thing is, the name isn't the problem with Chiefs. It's the freaking mascot. It's the problem. So that's where I think they went too far with it.
So because
Well, have
Kansas
the-
City uses
Yeah,
a
the
tomahawk.
The Guardian.
They use a
With-
casey
with
with
the
a tomahawk.
spearhead, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's, again.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal. But when you got the dude's face brown and on the
I
side,
got
the
you.
Redskins, that's where I had an issue with the shit. But back to the Bucks.
Okay. Let it out, Reg. Let it out.
How? Luckily, I was drinking during the game, so it didn't really affect me until Monday afternoon when the alcohol wore off. That's how much I was drinking.
Damn, you was that drunk?
Yeah, I was fucked up. And when it sunk in, it sunk in.
Yeah.
That shit hit. I didn't
It was
watch,
horrible.
bro.
He didn't want to watch ESPN.
Oh,
It was horrible.
Can you think about it from this standpoint? Because I had to
can't
look
think
at it
about
from the
it from no
standpoint
stand.
of this. That we just thought we were gonna waltz up into
Yes.
into Pittsburgh and beat them. Do you not know that they still have Mike Tomlin as a head coach? They had and I didn't realize, I forgot they got beat down the week before.
Yeah.
And so when you get beat down and drugged for filth for the whole week, you think they're gonna get 2 weeks in a row? And y'all thought we was just gonna
yeah,
walk
but
in there?
it shouldn't have been. Their
It shouldn't have
entire
been.
secondary is out. We're a passing team.
Yeah,
And why we ain't throwing?
because
Well,
we
our
was
line is
partying.
freaking terrible, and our defense. I'm torn.
Everybody
Was
suck.
horrible.
I'm torn on the defense because they kept giving the offense the ball back. But if you're giving up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 16,
Oh Jesus.
my dude, 3rd and 16. I'm like,
So I'm
That's
gonna be
the same dude in those times, too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Reg. You know I'm a diehard fan just like you are, and I analyzed every play. Because this game was going on, I didn't actually watch it. I watched the first half in the airport,
Yeah.
but at halftime the plane took off. I only listened to the second half
I was actually working. So I ain't-
because of the outcome. I never went back and watched the second half. This
Oh,
is the
damn.
only game that I choose not to go back and watch.
oh damn, you don't want to. I haven't even watched
That's
the
especially
highlights.
towards the end, man, because I was watching, like,
I haven't even watched the highlights,
How-
dog. Yeah.
how is the Bucks letting this happen?
Yeah. Well, I know we can't get
I
a
mean, I
yard.
had a feeling,
The same dude
listening to
twice
it,
in a row.
I had a
Hey,
feeling that,
beating
okay,
us.
once we got up to 2018, I was like, all right, if we get off the field, Tom will pull it out.
Yeah.
We couldn't get off the field.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we couldn't get a yard.
No. Not
Oh,
Especially when your head coach is defensive minded. You tell me you couldn't dial up anything to get off the field on 3rd and 16?
Just say it again. 3rd and 16.
And he didn't see the previous plays where he was thrown to the same dude.
Well, I mean, I can't say the whole same dude thing because I got this thing every week that nobody can stop Cooper Kupp.
If you hot, you hot. You can't stop your
Well, as
Well,
soon,
apparently, Dax is coming in this week.
well, as soon as Mr. Trubisky went in, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I was like, and I knew Mitch is a good quarterback,
But he killed
but
us.
the fact that he was a veteran quarterback coming in,
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, and I was like just watching it, like slow death. It was just a slow death, man.
Yeah, I couldn't stomach it because I felt like we looked like crap and we
And they
shouldn't
wasn't
have been.
getting, like, for some of the stuff that I did see, they wasn't getting to the quarterback. They wasn't doing
We haven't got to
nothing
the
like
quarterback for like last 3 weeks. But let me ask you this because listening to sports radio all week, and because of who our quarterback is, we're always the topic on sports talk radio.
Yeah.
the way he tore into the defense.
Well, the offensive line.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't realize this. I wasn't paying attention. The whole thing they made out, and it made me look at it in a different light. How do you feel about him? How do you feel about him tearing into the offensive line, and you missed Friday and Saturday?
I don't give a
You
shit
missed the
about it.
walkthrough.
No, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I got a problem
because
with
a lot
that
of check downs
because
that happen.
I'm
through
here
the
busting
lawsuit.
my ass doing my job, and you going to your ex-employer's wedding?
Yeah. I have a problem with that.
about
Your priorities not straight.
But like this, the optics are not good.
On top of, let's already go back to, because of your fucked up marriage, you missed 11 days of training camp.
Yeah.
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 What you said about my?
And you off every
but
Wednesday.
You understand?
So I
but
know,
he
I already
can
know
take
Thursday
Wednesday
night.
off, though.
Hold
He
right,
can
with me
take-
saying what I'm saying right now,
Yeah.
with me saying what I'm saying right now, I already know Thursday night when he come out and say let's go, he probably gonna come out and slap me and say keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah. He probably will. Yeah. He probably gonna slap you.
You know. But what I'm saying is, it don't look good.
Yeah, the optics are not good. Now, if they would have won, nobody would have given a shit about it.
Well, no, people.
No, if they would have won, they would have been like, look at the leader he is.
Yeah.
He got him back.
Yeah.
But they're still gonna point out how we're struggling. How we're struggling in the red zone to not score on the Steelers.
He was supposed to break Jameis Winston touchdown record this year, and
It's not happening. He had to throw 40.
39, I think it was, but still, it's 40, same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Game 7. It's game 7.
He's got nine. We got one interception. That's a positive. So I mean, he's not caught.
He's
That's
not turning the ball over.
Yeah. So,
But we ain't doing
James
it.
trying to get over, but
we're not scoring.
But he is eating that ground a lot more. He's staying back there too
finally
long.
beginning to realize,
He is
oh my
not
God,
letting it out as
Spurs
fast.
Yeah,
He's not letting that ball out as fast as he was.
Nah.
Is the
and he-
issue Arians?
Oh yeah, that too.
Arians
I
would've
don't
never let
believe.
him.
So I believe
I've been saying this
I
for a
believe
while.
he came back knowing that Bruce wasn't going to be the coach
Yeah.
because I think Bruce would have held him more accountable. Like leaving 11 days, hell no, you ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest problem with this team is the fact that although statistically they weren't the biggest stat guys on the team, Sue and JPP.
Yeah.
They held the
you know.
defense accountable.
Yeah.
Now you got people like Devin White talking about, oh, we got bored in the second half of the Atlanta game. You wouldn't have said that with Sue and JPP there.
Nope.
And,
And they
I
should
mean-
that's true. They
What
shouldn't
Ty
have done
Bowles said in the press conference was, we got some guys who still reading paper clippings from the Super Bowl year.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago.
They still feeling themselves off that.
Yeah, I agree with him on that. I think they are. That some of them are living like, oh, we still Super Bowl and we can turn it on and turn it off. Like teams just gonna fall back. No, teams are coming to play. They're coming for your neck.
And just like you said, Pittsburgh came to play Sunday.
Yeah, they were
They
embarrassed the week
they
before.
they had a chip. Like we
They
finna
were
whoop y'all behind.
embarrassed the
We
week
finna whoop y'all
before.
behind. That's what's gonna happen.
They was like, y'all got last time Brady we had.
Yeah,
So
we
I
finna
look
put
at it
it-
like this.
Yeah.
We've been putting these
As long
helmets
as
on
I've been
them.
a Bucks fan, even when they had the first Super Bowl, there's always a game in the season that we should
It was a
win
trap game.
and we don't win.
Right.
It's always.
Sunday.
This Pittsburgh game, I'm just going to chalk up to that. We
was
should have
thinking
won,
the same thing.
and we didn't. But I really think defense has to get in their head that the defense has in their head that all
They're
we
better
got to
than
do
what
is
they
keep it
is.
close. All we got to do is keep it close, and Tom will pull it out. I don't want that anymore.
No.
I want the defense like,
Shut down.
we got to shut everything out.
shut everything
Right.
down. Play every fucking down like it's your last down.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they're getting that type of talk because the way they playing. Everybody's sucking the back. And just like you said, Devin White saying, oh, you got bored? Well, I'll tell you what, if Rob coaching at One Buck Place, you got bored. You got bored. Okay, well, guess what? We gonna
But how you
see how
gonna do that
bored
to
you
a
is
grown
after
man who
what?
making the same kind, who making more
listen,
money than
you get paid. I like Jerry, but if Rob there, if Rob owned the Bucks, I tell you what, Devin, why you got bored? We gonna take a little bit of your money because you was bored.
I got
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna fly. but
Yeah, it's gonna fly. We gonna take a little bit, or you gonna run your ass around this
That's
goddamn.
why they ain't meant for everybody to own the NFL.
Well, I
team.
tell you what, that's what I say at Sugar U. They don't get bored at Sugar
Don't
U.
get bored at Sugar U?
Hell no,
They stay on the pole.
They stay on that pole. They want to be the best that they could ever be. They want to get all the money. They want to go to the pink so they can get their
You
mouth.
go sit down and you watch tapes of the Mercedes
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. No, I need you to get that Mississippi package that we done put together and look at it.
Now y'all might have talked about it. How already? You mentioned San Francisco. How did Atlanta beat San Fran?
San Fran had a lot of injuries.
So I want you to actually go back
I didn't watch the game.
and listen to last week's episode of His, Hers, and Ours.
You called the game?
I did not call the game because I picked San Francisco, but I did tell one Shannon Royal Davis that Atlanta plays well at home.
Yeah, they do.
This year,
when she said Atlanta never wins at home. They always play
They
good on the
they
road.
win better on the road. They do. Check their record from the last 2 years. Please Google it, please.
Did they win at home last week?
Yeah, they did. They don't won twice this year.
Did they beat the Cleveland Browns at home?
They did. They don't win twice
Don't bring it
at
up,
home.
Serge.
I can't look. I can't
sure.
talk
Don't
about it
look
like that.
Just making sure.
I
Did
mean-
they beat the New
So
Orleans
now-
Saints at home?
So now I won't use that anymore because this
Okay.
year they seem to have turned it around.
So
but
that
if you
means you
check their
finna get ready to
record
pick the
last
Atlanta
year-
Saints when we go through these
Who they
picks?
playing?
I mean the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Saints. You just want to throw them together.
Man, they all NFC scrubs.
Yeah, let's
But
go
with that
into
being
these
said, let's
picks,
go ahead
baby.
and get into the picks. So, y'all about to be shocked. I'm gonna bring it to y'all raw.
Baby, I like it raw.
Go ahead.
Oh, baby, I like it.
I've been listening to a lot of sports radio, so I'm
You
Like
been
it
listening?
I always listen to sports radio.
I want y'all to pay attention to what Alfie is saying right now.
Me too. Oh. Happened to you too, huh?
Oh no, like
Well, I know.
He been listening to a lot of sports talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, unfortunately, Rob, you brought up the rear
Again?
at a record of 5-9.
Wow.
God, dog.
So you don't just bring me in last place right off? Shit.
He ain't give you no
Oh,
balance. He just got
he
you.
just goes straight in.
He
He's
just
rough.
got you.
Well, don't do too much laughing, Shannon.
I was 8-6.
And Surge
We was 8-6, Serge.
and myself.
Above 500. Above
Look how he
500.
gonna say. He gonna say in himself low. Go ahead.
We was all at 8-6.
Oh, I know, cause I was keeping.
Alfie Santana,
What?
first place this week,
What he is?
9-5.
That's
Okay.
one game.
What game did he get over on everybody?
Let's see, Alfie picked Arizona, which we all did, but the one game he got that most of us didn't pick, Alfie picked Seattle over Arizona.
Okay.
So it was just him, him and Serge got that one.
It had to be the 49er game, maybe.
He got Indianapolis over Jacksonville.
I did too. Yeah.
So Alfie had the Giants over Baltimore.
He had.
Indianapolis.
That's where he got it.
That
It
was
was the
probably it
Giants
right
over
there.
Baltimore.
Giants over Baltimore.
Yep, he got it over that one. Okay, that's it. Good job, Alfie. Woo!
So as we stand right now, Shannon still has the lead at 57, 39, and 1. I'm in second at 55, 41, and 1. No, I'm sorry. Let me change Shannon. Shannon's at 57, 37, and 1.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I done jumped.
I'm at 55, 39, and 1. Serge is at 54, 40, and 1. Rob is at 47, 47, and 1. Rob at 500.
47 and 47 and went. Oh
Alfie
my-
right behind Rob at 45, 49, and 1. So it's going to, Alfie and Rob, I want to see what y'all going to do. 'Cause it's looking interesting down there.
yeah, this.
Yeah. I'm creeping up on y'all. Don't worry. I'm creeping up.
Starting off, the return of Dak Prescott. Detroit at Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas all the way.
What week
baby.
is this?
Week
7.
7.
Yeah, let me get Dallas.
It's unanimous, rolling with Dallas. Green Bay at Washington. And let me tell y'all real quick.
This is a sorriest of the
Up
sorry.
in
Ain't nobody
Milwaukee,
care.
Carson Wentz is out.
Carson Wentz is out, and I like Taylor Henneke, whatever his
Tyler,
name is.
Taylor
Heineke,
Heineke.
Heineke.
Heineke, yeah, I like him.
Heineken.
The,
I like Heineken's
Hey,
too.
listen. The talk in Milwaukee, Green Bay fans do not like Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think they like him for a long time.
Really?
That's not
Green Bay
surprising.
fans are really finished with Aaron Rodgers. They're talking
I
about
believe
getting
it.
him.
I believe
Because
it too.
they feel like he sabotaged them every year with the foolishness.
Yeah, he doing the Brett Favre shit.
So,
So they
I still
playing
got
that way.
Green Bay.
me too.
Yeah.
I still got Green Bay.
They gonna
Yeah, they
be
got
they gonna be
Dallas
mad with him as much as they want, but you know what? They
Reggie,
still
what
winning.
you think?
Oh, I'm through taking
I'm
picks.
just asking.
I'm Green Bay, but I'm just.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Rob,
my picking day is over.
Washington.
Oh, Rob
Cobra
Washington.
Commanders.
Go
That's why you
ahead.
stay. That's why you're so far back.
Yeah.
That's very brave.
Look, we need him to keep. Look, y'all stop talking in the chat trying to hype somebody else. Let them be wrong. If they die,
He died.
right.
Hey, I like the group chat though. They're like, hey, nah, don't try to change that.
hey, this
That's what I was saying. Like,
at the
who
beginning
did
of
I
the season,
pick?
at the beginning of the season, I was like, this is a boring ass game, but this probably gonna be one of the better games tomorrow.
Cool.
The New York Giants at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, I'm still gonna go at the Giants.
Giants.
I'm gonna take the Giants on that one. I really want Jacksonville to pull up upset.
Jacksonville.
Rob?
Jags.
Rob with the Jags, Shannon with the Giants, Alfie with the Giants, Serge.
Boy. What'd you say? You said it was in Jacksonville?
It's in Jacksonville.
Let me see.
I think that the Jags done lost 2 in a row.
They don't lose 3.
But those are road games, right?
Those are all
Yeah.
road games.
Oof.
Now they back in Duval.
Go ahead, Serge.
This is a tough one. This is a tough
Jax-
one.
It
Gangsterville.
is. It really is.
Gangsterville, Florida.
I'm actually going to pay attention to this game and watch this game.
What's wrong with this one?
Giants at Jacksonville.
Let me go with the Giants. I just the records is too far apart.
Any given Sunday, though.
Go ahead, Solomon.
I'm going to roll with the Giants, too, because I think Saquon is having an MVP type season.
You
Although-
said that.
Impossible.
You said that last time.
Exactly, and they won.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
I do think that Trevor Lawrence has shown that he's showing improvement,
Yeah.
and Jacksonville is a hell of a lot better than they were last season.
Yeah.
I'm
The
jump on-
Kansas City Chiefs at the San Francisco 49ers.
San Francisco.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
San Fran still got all the injuries?
What injuries are we speaking
I know
of?
Bosa's out. He's been out. Bosa's been
Bosa's
out.
been out, and they've still been winning.
They got Debo playing, right?
Debo's playing. Ayuk is playing. McCaffrey is supposed to see limited snaps.
I'm going with San Fran.
Kansas City.
Serge.
What time is that game? Do you know?
4:25 West time
In San Fran?
in San Fran.
What we want to clock their time?
Damn.
Really?
Give me San Fran.
I'm going KC.
I was gonna do that too. Someone was telling me to do that.
Tom Brady and the Bucks against whoever the quarterback
Tampa
for the
Bay.
Carolina Panthers is.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Man, I'm going to North Carolina, man. I'm just.
That's what Solomon said he was doing.
Listen, if there's any game that the Bucks, another game the Bucks lose, I think it's gonna be this one. But I'm gonna take Tampa.
I'm going with Tampa.
I've got a feeling they're gonna lose this.
Don't think so.
Who they playing?
Carolina.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah, right now Carolina's trading players, getting rid of players, got a new coach. Yeah.
they got Baker Mayfield
So
as the quarterback.
no Baker ain't playing.
Yeah, Baker hurt.
They might have a chance.
Yeah.
So as long as you've been a Tampa fan, you don't know that the games we supposed to win.
We lose.
No, this one, the team's already quit for the season, so I'm not worried about this one.
Okay, just like like you pointed out when we went to Chicago and Trubisky threw 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a bad team, though. That was
Yeah,
Lovey.
okay.
That's a Lovey team.
Yeah, this is Todd Bowles team.
Yeah.
What's the
That
difference?
was a Tom Brady team.
No.
Damn it, man.
If he don't go to nobody wedding,
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing that again.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Need to see.
Yeah, I don't think
See,
he's doing that
see,
again.
do he got court
Julian
proceedings?
Edelman get married this week?
Hey. I can't believe he's still like this bachelor.
So I'm taking the Bucks. It's unanimous.
Next.
Good game. Jets versus Broncos.
Oh, I ain't going
I'm
with
going with
none.
Jets.
I
I
ain't
think,
going
I think
with
Russell's out.
Yeah.
I think Russell's
I'm
out.
going with the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell's out actually. In this
I don't care who the it's
Jets.
the Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah, I go
the
Jets.
Broncos suck.
What's that?
I'm going with the Jets.
Everybody going to Jets?
That's crazy.
I'm going with the Broncos.
All right,
Let's go.
ahead.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because with Russell Wilson, you look at that. Damn, you left Seattle and they balling without you, and now you can't do shit in Denver.
Yeah.
Now the backup finna come in and win. It's just gonna make him look even shittier.
Okay,
Well, he better start pushing them clothes.
I'm going with Denver.
go ahead. Thank you.
Those Atlanta Falcons, the Dirty Birds,
Need him to lose.
against Joe Burrow and the Bengals
They in.
In Atlanta?
and Cincy. You say they win on the road. Now let me see if you
I'm not
take.
going with the Bengals because I need them to lose.
Yeah, we want them to lose. but
So
I'm
you
gonna
just
go
be
ahead.
talking. You don't follow your own words.
I'm going,
I hate to
I
say
still think Atlanta's better than the Bengals.
I hate to
don't
say
get
it,
me
but I'm
wrong.
going with Atlanta.
I'm going to
I think
Atlanta,
Atlanta gonna win, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Rob with
I
Atlanta,
wanna
Shannon
be-
with
I wanna
Cincinnati,
say-
Alfie with Cincinnati, Surge.
Damn.
And they're in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'll go with Cincinnati. Damn, I hate them, but it is what it is.
I'm going with Cincinnati too.
Fuck the Bengals, but whatever. I want them to lose. We need to win this division.
You missed one.
Yeah, up top. I got you. I'm coming back to that. We're gonna talk about it. The Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans.
Man, who gives a damn about this fucking game?
Where's
For
that at?
real.
It's in Tennessee.
Don't nobody
I'm
care.
gonna go with the Titans.
I'll go with the Titans.
Don't nobody care. I'm
I think I'll take
It's for the division lead.
Is it?
Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one.
Okay.
You want water?
Alpha, the only person going with the Colts,
I'm going with the Colts too.
and Rob going with the
There you
Colts.
go.
The two at the end, they fight for last place. Hard.
The Cleveland Browns
Browns.
at the former Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, the
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Ravens. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm going with the Browns.
See, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story.
I will go down with this ship.
How I know I will always beat Surge. I know I'm gonna get a game every week because he gonna play the Browns.
Nah, eventually this is gonna turn around.
Hey, guess what?
We should be 5-1 right now.
I'm going with the Browns.
You going with the Browns too?
Yeah.
I know you rolling with the Browns.
No, I said Ravens.
He said the
You
Ravens.
said the Ravens?
You, I feel holler Baltimore so hard and so fast.
He ain't like Surge.
Man.
Surge last week was like,
Yeah.
if he, I don't care, my brother.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah.
Damn, Alfie done came from the dark side. Okay.
Step into the best side.
Oh man, this actually
Ooh, ooh,
I'm going with
ooh.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
The Houston Texans at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders.
Man, don't nobody give a shit about this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Raiders.
They gotta stay trying
Raiders.
to find a way to be relevant.
I'm going with the Raiders too.
It's unanimous.
Nah,
Nuh-uh,
Surge
Surge.
will take
Both
Houston.
trash.
Yeah,
Surge
they
want
both
to take
trash.
Houston.
Don't nobody care.
No, I'll go with the Raiders because everybody else did. I don't want to lose again.
Lose too far. Huh?
Seattle Seahawks.
Boy, if y'all could hear that one off
Look
the.
crazy.
Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Shit.
Seattle Seahawks at the Chargers.
Classic.
Man, I've been
Chargers
choosing
not
LA
even
every
like
time
that.
they play, man.
And
They
they
let
lose.
me down.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me get the Chargers.
But I'm going to choose them again.
They won this past week. Why you acting like
I ain't
that?
choose them last week.
Oh.
That's unanimous. Unless-
Yeah, I'm still going with what I said in the beginning. F Gino and Seattle. I'm going with the Chargers.
So it's unanimous on the Chargers this week.
Yep.
Sunday Night Football. The Pittsburgh Steelers
At the
at
Dolphins.
the Miami Dolphins.
There's two playing.
Miami.
Tua
Give me the
is-
Dolphins.
Tua is cleared to play.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the Dolphins anyways.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
Good.
Go ahead.
The Steelers trying to sweep the Florida teams.
Did they beat
They
Jacksonville?
beat Jacksonville.
Yeah, they beat Jackson.
Beat Jacksonville and Tampa. Oh, come on, Dolphins. Sunday night and Thursday. Are we gonna keep doing Thursday nights in the chat?
Yeah.
We shouldn't do Thursday in the chat this week because y'all take anybody else, I'm gonna be mad.
It's
Nah, I think it's more
nights
fun.
in the
I think
chat,
it's more
yeah.
Yeah, it's more
Let's
fun.
save it for the chat.
Let's
And then-
save it for
and
the
then-
chat. Thursday
and
night
then-
in the chat.
And then you got a limited time before you get.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Change
but
your
you can
shit.
monitor sports.
Yeah. You change your answer. Okay, I want
So
to
I'm
change
taking
my
Miami tomorrow night and Monday night. Oh my God, that's a horrible Monday night game.
Yeah, it sure is.
The Chicago Bears
The Bears.
at the New England Patriots.
Don't nobody care.
I'm gonna get.
I think I'll be watching Monday Night Raw.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Patriots.
me too. I'm gonna say the Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots.
Surge?
Let me see.
Bears and Patriots.
Hey, this Thursday is the Bucks and
Yeah.
Patriots.
I'm
That's why I say we don't need to.
How you
That's
gonna
why we don't
work?
need to be in the
How
chat.
you gonna work?
Patriots.
I'm going.
For both jobs?
Yeah, I get off at 2:30.
Oh,
And I
okay.
got-
Yeah,
I
give
gotta
me
be
the,
there at
give me the
So what time you
Patriots.
gotta
Yeah.
You probably
That
did.
mean you're gonna get home to after 12 because it's an 8:15 start.
And I know. And I'm off the,
Oh,
that Friday.
oh, okay. Me too. I did. I'm smart. I take the PTO.
So
for
it's
today.
unanimous for the Patriots, and y'all can wait till Wednesday if y'all want. But the Bucks kicking the Ravens' ass next
Do
Thursday.
you think so?
Yeah.
I would think you have more doubts about that one than the Carolina
Yeah,
game.
damn
No,
sure.
because we step up for certain games. The only reason I have a doubt about that game is because it's a primetime
And that's
game.
out here in Tampa. That's here in Tampa too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the last time we had a primetime game, we got our ass handed to us.
Yeah, but
Every
So,
time we play nighttime.
Every time we
or
play at
prime
night,
time,
we've been getting
yeah.
our ass whopped.
We need to stay in the daytime.
So
All right,
don't
well,
know
guys,
about
it's
that.
been lovely. I'm gonna make sure. Look at
Oh,
here.
one more thing.
What happened? Oh, I was gonna say about Cleveland. How in the hell did Deshaun Watson get a speeding ticket of over going 100?
Because he was leaving the masseuse house.
No, he was on the way to masseuse.
Okay.
I see.
He was running late for his appointment.
Yeah.
Where was he going?
His masseuse house.
No, I mean, where at?
I don't know. But the fact that you're
he's in
going
Cleveland,
100
right?
miles, you know better.
Was he on 40?
Man, I don't know
Was he
where he
Route
was,
2?
man. I wasn't there. That's a question. Go look it up online.
Was he on Route 2? Was he on
All I'm
I-80?
saying is that he need to stay low
That's what I'm saying.
profile.
Go ahead. She said she's about to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. One quick
Come on,
last
man.
thing. Next Saturday, of course, we will be having a Method podcast in. Jay Noetic and Remy Mulatto will be here. And then the following day, Sunday, Sergio's going to be opening up for Method Podcast Live.
Bam. I
So-
better start practicing.
Better start practicing. So next Saturday, tune in.
You got to purchase tickets for Sunday.
I don't. At least I don't think so.
Does the general public need to?
Hey, bro,
Man, damn
I
it.
think so.
Yes.
So I mean, is it a link or something we can shout out to?
Yes, there is.
I think it's the was it Ticketfly? I think. I don't know. I'm terrible at this.
So I tell you what, check out the his and her,
We'll find out.
his,
next-
hers, and ours Instagram page, and I'll get the information from Serge and Alfie. They'll hit me in the inbox, and I'll post it on the his, hers, and ours Instagram page.
Oh.
If y'all want to find tickets on where to meet up next Sunday, I'm looking forward to having them next Saturday. Want to see what it is that this is really all about, and they're gonna have.
Well, similar vibes to what we do here.
Okay.
So,
Quick shout out to my man Jordan at St. Paul's Fish Market. And then Mario over at Buckley's up in Milwaukee showed me a real good time when I was up there. The podcast, they said they were tuning in. So if y'all are listening, man, shout out to y'all. Thank you for your hospitality and welcoming me up there. Fellas, we had a good time.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Trying to see if tomorrow afternoon after 4 o'clock y'all ready to hit Peabody so I can see rusty old ass Lucille.
Yes.